Yes. Empty spot right there. Where you at, Keith? Listen, we start on time. No CP time around here, brother. So I'm looking for you in the back room. I'm sure you coming. I don't know what's going on. So let me just do this. Lord have mercy. What's up, y'all? Conscious Conversations. It's supposed to be a Hicks New Media and the Combos collaboration. I don't know what this man is. We're streaming on his channels, so he knows. He paired his channels with us. So I don't know what's going on. Tall boy, I saw you, man. I just hit you up in chat. I sent you a text message. You know the link, man. Come on through. You can take his spot until he comes on. So we will do it. I'm not sure where in like Carmen San Diego, right? I don't know where in the world you are right now, tall boy. And that's we're not gonna put all your business out in the streets, but come through. If you have access to the stream here, try the link. You try to tap in, but no answer. Oh, is that right? Try it again, man. It seems like my URL has had an issue. Sammy Superstar, what's up with you, man? Good to see you. Yes, twice today, huh? I'm out here in these streets doing the thing. So let me make sure that there is no issues with these links, because KP is normally not late like that. And tall boy wanted to come through. Let me give him the link. Listen, how you doing? How y'all doing? What's today? January 23rd, 5:30 p.m. Just out here doing some things, trying to calm down. Actually, today was a busy day. Had a great stream today with Ethan Lou from Reincubate, but we didn't even talk about Reincubate. We didn't talk about Camo. We talked about the power of the creative mindset and getting out of your way, knowing your limits, knowing your not having excuses, right? Going out there and doing the thing, and not having those limiting beliefs and not having those limiting factors, and also surrounding yourself with a good bunch of folks who can give you some of that creative criticism, some of that feedback that you need. Lord have mercy. Look at I got these folks showing up. See, what time is it? Let's see. I started on time. No, Sammy. See, I'm gonna let them stay in the green room for a second. I'm gonna put these comments up because these folks showed up on time. Philly Films, NP Philly Films. What's up with you now? I know. See, they here now. They here. KP was late. He was probably siphoning up some new coffee or something. I'm gonna stop talking madness though. I see you looking. Let me get you in here, brother. Listen. Just for being late, I'm gonna put you in a little window right now.
Thank you.
What?
Thank you. Little window works. I like it.
I'm gonna put you on time.
Just do a little window because I'm all like, yep.
I'm gonna put you on time. What happened with your brother? Did you?
I was sitting the what's his name was spinning,
what
and I'm like,
was.
Yeah, it was spinning, so I'm like, I don't know what it was, but you know.
All right. Well, it worked earlier today, you know.
Sammy said I was biking late. That's my guy.
You can tell we know each other. We all know each other, right? We know what it is that we do when we are off of these cameras. But look, hey, good to see you,
what
brother.
You got going on?
Good to
what
see
you got
you.
going on, man? You seem good, jittery and happy. I like it.
I'm starting to get back to some sort of norm, and we have a guest tonight, someone who wanted to chop in because he's seen Conscious Conversations and he knows how we get down, and who knows what in the world we're gonna talk about. Fryer Places, and oh my goodness, look at this.
Yes.
Fryer. I got some deliverables I need to do for that man, but you know what? They in the oven. So don't trip, brother. They in the oven. They cooking right now.
Look at that autofocus. That was so dope. You just moved your hand. It said pow pow. It had that smooth focus breathing. It was real smooth. It was like
I can't do nothing about that. But that's what we do. Listen, I'm gonna bring this dude in. Ladies and gentlemen, joining.
I put my grown man hat on today. That's what it is.
What you got?
I like it. I ain't worn a cap in so long. You got me wanting to reach for my caps, man. I'm legend. I love it. I love it. James, I'm gonna switch my camera. My fault. I'm gonna be upside down. You know, Ecam got me on.
Okay, look like you back in the studio. Welcome back to
there we go.
To the contiguous 48. I'll just say that. I see you smiling. That's all that matters.
I just needed a refresher. That's it.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. You got a little salt coming
today,
in the beard.
To be honest with you.
Okay, you got a lot of salt.
I had that at CES. Come on, man, stop.
Okay. Look at Keith over there playing. See,
I sized it up for you. See, because I changed it to this other camera because I had it on the side, but I sized it up for you. See that?
This one happens when you get 3 producers on the screen at one time, and everyone's got.
We know what we doing.
We got our own
I ain't
buttons.
say nothing. I didn't come in here pressing buttons. I didn't press no triggers. I didn't come in here with my cartoon character.
See, no, that's because you fresh off the plane, so you still.
You talking too much, bro.
You coming back from Dubai, man? Where was you at?
Yeah, I'm just gonna talk around it.
You put all my business out in the streets, man. That's why you can't show.
You just parked your plane. He just parked this plane.
I just sent James a text, and he was like, "Okay."
Yeah, that's all. I said. I am gonna zoom in on just a little bit more. I want to get some of that salt in the beard there, and we get some of that. All right, hey, Keith, do you know Tallboy?
Yes, we met online. I think the comment section. I don't think we was in the same line, but yeah, comment section. I've been watching y'all for a minute back in the day.
Okay,
it seemed like back in the day.
Long time ago.
Yeah,
long time. Right. We even got somebody from the future here. We got Alec Johnson in the building, man. He in the future.
Oh, so
yeah,
he in the future. He's definitely in the future.
That means we Alec, we got to do right tonight. He a bad man. He a bad.
If Alec finds time for you, there's something right.
Something right. Something right.
Alec is watching. Man, that's big. Y'all doing something over here.
We trying, man. We trying to have these conversations. We're gonna find a story and a moral or something. Keep going. We gonna have the offer plate.
I post my content as fast as I can.
Yes,
and it's gonna be right. And if it ain't right, then I ain't doing it. And if I don't have this body over here, because I want my camera to look good, and if the camera ain't looking sexy for the ladies with the yellow, they don't want it.
I'll try.
See, I got this regular microphone. I ain't nobody. I gotta get. You got blue. You got yellow. I gotta find a green. Look, last week I was like, I gotta find a green. I gotta find one of these, and it's gotta.
Do they have them in green? I haven't seen them in green.
I have not seen them in green.
But match this green. They didn't match my tall boy green, so I was like, it's like a lime green. So then I found
the right spot. Hold on, you going to the right spot, right?
I went to
KO. You going to Reporter Store, right?
No, I went to KO Customs.
Oh no. If you're not buying it if you're not buying it from Keith directly, you have to go here.
Oh, this is you, Keith?
It got nothing to do with me. But they don't have. Do they have green? Do they have his green?
I just saw green right there.
Yeah, they got some kind of green. Let me see here.
Because they don't have your green. You can make. The trick
green.
Is I give up all the secrets now. You just get a white one, and then just lightly spray it. It's not going to affect your sound.
I'm not going to do all that, brother.
So what you do?
I send you $20 and cash app you. That's what I'm about to do.
What you do is
I'm cash app you.
I love your style. Ain't nobody got time for all of that.
Look, bro, I'm not about to do that. There's some things I'm willing to do, and James knows I'm cheap, but there's some things I'm just not gonna do, bro. I'm sorry.
I'll take it as smart. Now you're not cheap. You smart. You wise.
I'm
wise.
Cheap. I'm working
cheap.
smarter.
No, he cheap.
Oh, yeah, I'm cheap. I'm gonna find that deal. I'm gonna find that deal.
So you probably won't like this because this you get the device, right? You get the windscreen, but it's that shipping. The shipping.
The shipping. Yeah, he's not gonna like the shipping.
Yeah,
he's not gonna like the shipping.
Oh, that's Keith's store, man. Keith, I don't get no free shipping code.
No, that's ain't it. No, that's from Doc Rock put us up on that store.
These.
And I got frustrated.
I ain't paying no $8.95 and no keep no.
Yeah, see, they based in the Netherlands, man. So you gotta, it's gotta get on the boat.
I'll go over there. I'll pull up over there.
You know
how we move.
Tell us how we move. I'm just playing.
No, I don't know how you move, but I know how I move. I can't speak on you. I know how I I move.
All right, we gonna leave that alone. We gonna go back to this screen. We gonna leave that alone.
I like it.
You see? Okay.
I guess I fit in quite nicely.
you do, and y'all and everyone that's listening and watching, they know how we get down. But I tell you what, let's be cognizant of the guests. Tallboy, you wanted to be on tonight. Now, was there something on your mind, or you just wanted to be in the midst?
No, I just wanted to join the conversation. I wasn't doing nothing. I feel relaxed.
Just wanted to be in the midst. Yeah.
I mean, I can't talk cameras with y'all, man. I'm still on APC. Now, the one thing I would say Keith does, and he says, right, it doesn't really matter when you're shooting video. Like, everybody feel like they got to have this.
See, I wouldn't even be able to tell. You on APS-C camera, right?
Yeah, I'm all 61, 64s. Well, excuse me, I had a 63, but for some odd reason, I was in Portugal last year.
Say that again.
And
this boy
Portugal. Yeah, I heard him drop it. I heard him drop it. He did drop it in. I've never been there close to it, but amen. Go ahead.
Hey, Keith got Grammys on his wall. He's like, I ain't even been to Portugal.
I ain't been to Portugal, man. This year is on my bucket list to get that way, but I ain't been to Portugal. Tell us about Portugal.
Okay.
So, I get there and I go see the Jesus or the Jesus statue, and some other folks of a different complexion was like, hey, can you take my picture? And all of a sudden the camera just stopped working.
Lord have mercy.
I said, and all these years I've had this camera never did this. And I was panicking. I called James, and James was like,
oh, that's right. I remember that.
I called James. I called James on WhatsApp, like, yo, the camera not working. I'm showing him the video, like, hey, this is not working. It's still sitting over there in the corner. And I ended up going to like a knockoff GameStop type store, and they had an A7, a Sony A7 camera. And, I was like, I got a show like in a couple of hours or the next day or whatever. Yeah, my tech show. I took the tech show, to Portugal. And I just did it in the room.
Global. Look at him.
Big time.
And he said, go get the A7. You're going to like it. The full frame joint. But I was like, okay, I'm stepping up. Maybe I'll go full frame. Man, them photos.
When you said that, just your shoulders just fell down.
Man. It changed everything for you?
No, because when you press the A63 or the A61 or the APC, the shutters, you get I mean, it was going off like a machine gun. This one is like, man, it's like a little BB gun. Pop, 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 pop. And I'm like, man, what is this, bro? So I'm not really. I'm not. No, it's just when you take burst photos, it don't go as fast as I want it to go. That's all I'm gonna say.
On which A7 do you have?
The first one, the first gen.
Oh yeah,
as I said. Yeah, but James.
Okay, yeah. That's good.
Like, hey, it's
put you to sleep. That joint is like Harlem Nights. That's like Harlem Nights. Like pat, 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 pat. Like, my man, put that thing down.
Yeah, I'm like, this is boo boo. I was like, when I take it back, and it was like, well, it's like refurbished, and unfortunately,
they don't even have no BH anymore.
And but I needed a camera, and to be honest with you, I really did not need to buy an A7. I could have used the GoPro, to be honest with you. But just trying to, what is level it? No, not even level up. Just trying to just keep up with the Joneses. That's where I messed up at. I should have.
No, the Hicks, trying to keep up with the Hicks.
Don't keep up with us.
No. You don't keep up with the Hicks.
Trying to keep up with the Hickses,
Dude, I'm trying to keep up, bro.
The Jones is not too hard now. It's the Hicks you got to keep up.
Yeah, keep up with the Hickses. Yeah, because he told me to get it, and I went and got it. I did. I went out and got it.
I'll spend anybody's money. I'll spend.
He dropped a nugget. He going to talk about the night. I heard him say some Elgato information. I don't know.
Oh, this guy right here. No,
that's coming. Okay. Well,
so if you don't get anything from me, to the people that are watching, just use what you got, because you do not need to have.
I like it.
Just use what you got to you trying to get to where you're trying to go. That's all I can say.
Flesh and blood have not revealed that, brother. Because we on the same page. I literally was going to say, there's a point where you're in your high with buying, right? But once you get to the pinnacle of that high, I hate to use these analogies, being as I've been a preacher, right? But once you get to that high or you get to that drunk, you reached it. Like, marinate in that moment and stop trying to get higher than that one. Like, enjoy it. Like, I hit the pinnacle. I wanted the edible and I wanted the feeling. Okay, don't get hooked on the edibles and keep going, right? I wanted to just get drunk and sit back, get there. Whatever that drunk is in gear acquisition syndrome, once you catch it, if you stop and use what you got, you get back in creative mode. People that aren't most creative are the people that keep chasing that high. And it's like every time you turn around, you're like, I got this, I got that, I got that. DJI mics just came out again. And I'm looking at it like, ooh. And then I was like, oh, hell no. I got in the cheat mode, right? Like Tall Boy, I was just like, you know what? I'm good. All I'm going to do is put the mic on the people I'm about to shoot. And that's it. It doesn't matter that it's the see-through, it do this and it do that. That's not going to change the outcome of what I got to give to get my check. So I'm like, I'm going to use what I got.
Talking
now,
checks.
if you don't have it, like if Sammy don't have DJI mics, I'm not going to tell him to get the old one. I'm going to be like, yo, get the new joint since you don't have it. But if you already have them, don't waste your money going to grab that new one. It's like the drones.
No, well, even so, speaking of the drone, where I was at, I took my Mini 1.
I like that. You take that with you? I heard that.
I used the Mini 1. I didn't care. I mean, they told me that the propellers was moving too fast. I don't care. I'm gonna figure it out. Until I crash this one, I'm not getting another one. Period.
There it is.
I'm gonna keep using this Mini 1 because they work just as fine. So I'm not gonna drop another. And I'm in the Georgia drone photography group. I'm in that group. But I don't even fly the drone the way I'm supposed to fly the drone. These boys be out here flying around the city skyline. They got one guy, he literally chased the police chases, and he's popular here in Atlanta. I mean, he's out there. There's another guy, he got the heat sink drone that he dropped $10,000 on the heat sink. So now he working with the city of Atlanta Fire Department. Whenever they have fires, he can pinpoint where, there's people around. And, we all want to level up. I'm not paying $10,000 for a drone. I'm still using this Mini, because I'm not trying to register, So it's like, hey, I can still get them same images. Maybe
hold on. Don't just gloss over that, because you just said right there, you riding dirty out there. That's what.
I'm within the requirements. That's what I just said.
We don't want to assume for folks, right, that they understand what you mean when you said that, right?
Okay.
Explain to folks what that means.
If you are under 250 grams, so technically 249 grams, you do not have to register the drone.
Right.
So I have the DJI, the Minis, DJI Mini, or the Mavic Minis, all Mavic Mini 1, 2, and 3. You don't have to technically register.
Truth.
So my thing is, I don't want to register. Now I registered, but then now I gotta pay $38 for a renewal or something like that, because I was scared.
Is that how much it is? I remember it was $5 when it first happened.
It was cheap. It was cheap.
It may be still the same. I just know I saw something about it's time for renewal, and I saw something over $20, and I'm like, I don't know what I signed up for originally, because I was excited.
Yeah.
And I remember the first time I flew the drone, and I was all excited, and I guess I pulled forward instead of backwards and hit the side of my building.
Lord have
mercy.
mercy.
The drone went,
that's why I need you to get registered.
And it went like this, and it went all the way down, and I was so scared. I didn't have no insurance on the drone. I ran over to Best Buy and put some insurance on it that day. And
well, I crashed my drone. I was shooting something with Irvin Fryer, and we had both our drones there. I fly mine. Now, here's how they get you, though, James. Here's how they get you. So Irvin got his drone. He got the Mini. Then I get the one after his Mini. Then we're waiting on the one after the Mini that I got. Here's the thing. I got the 3 Pro, and of course it has the sensor here, but it ain't had the one back there. So we're shooting this football thing, and I got the drone. Me and Irv like, yeah, put the tracker on the board. He running out, catching the football. Irv running his plays. We good. And I'm trying to get a shot, and the drone's like, and it go back, and it backed up into the wall and back, and all I heard was, I was like, damn it. But it was fine. But I was just like, that's the reason why I'm like, when the new one came out, it said sensor all around it. And I'm like, I'm just not going to back it up.
That was $759 that you backed up into the wall. Lord have mercy.
I didn't even back it up. It was on like tracking, and the tracking, because I didn't think if something's behind it and it's tracking in front, it don't know it's behind it. And I'm like, they already had the technology for the behind it. They was just like, we're going to get all y'all jokers to buy these out. Then we're going to add one more piece in there at the same price to build it, and then we're going to charge you more for the new one. I'm like, oh.
That's how they get us every single year.
And that's what they do with you on the cell phones. That's what they do. That's what they do. That's what they've been, and we've all been victim of it. Yep. We're like, oh, they do this. The Rodecaster 1 versus the Rodecaster Pro 2.
Oh, he go, okay, now he's stirring up stuff now.
Stream Deck XL. So, I mean, like, we all do it. Like, we're all guilty of it, you know? So, let's not act like we don't have that buyer syndrome, or, you know, we don't. We all do it.
We all got gas. We all got a lot of gas.
The only thing about James is the only thing about James is he sells his stuff like 2 months or 3 months before it come out, because he get all the updates, and he's like, hey, I'm selling something. So you think you getting a deal?
So you don't feel like you got. You don't feel like. Look, the corniest people now.
Then he sell it. And so then he sell it to you, and you like, I got me something good, and then all of a sudden the update drop, and it's like, bruh.
Listen, we're not gonna sit here and let you come on this stream and talking this madness.
I'm sorry, putting the man business all out on the streets. You know, that's talking about where I was at. So I'm like, okay.
Hey, you hinted at it, because Elgato got some things coming out at the first of the month. So shouts out to these capture cards, everyone. If anyone in need of some cam links, I got three of them.
Look, James is good. You hit it right on the toe. You hit it right on the money. You called him straight out. You know him.
I've been knowing him for a long time.
If I need Dirty James, I know who to bring the briefcase of money to.
I'm getting off the screen.
I knew to bring the briefcase of money and be like, this ain't the stab in the back, but I need some juice. You know, I need some dirt.
James, I ain't gonna tell all the juice, but I'm just going, you know. I try to get, if I hang out with you at least once, I'm gonna try at least get something. So if you ever try to cross me, I got something on you.
Smart.
And you know, I just, you know, it is what it is. You know, I'm a cool dude until you cross me, and then when you cross me,
you wearing the cool cap. You got me now. I'm like, dang, I got to dig mine out now, man.
We had.
I had to set my game up over you, Keith, because I'm like, he got.
Get out of here. Nah.
I was like, nah. I've been watching you for a couple of weeks, Keith. I'm not worried about James. You know, James is on that West Coast time. You know, you over here in the South, so you know I understand. But
James, now look at James. What you done did in the background? Because I noticed details. You did a little something. I like it. Something you did in there.
So I'm with the trees.
So there's two things that I've done, and I'm very obsessive compulsive. There's one thing that I still need to do, and I was talking to Eden Lou today when I was on the stream with her, that I still need to do. So I changed. Last stream we were at 24 frames a second. This stream we're at 30.
Okay.
So that I changed, and I realized that I need to stay at 30 frames a second just because I want that cinematic. That cinematic look looks better to me from my view. I actually just realigned everything and rose, pulled my desk up. It's a standing desk, so I'm actually about 2 inches higher than I normally am. So just those subtle things.
Try to get big like tall boy.
I'm trying to get big. But so here's the one thing that I still got to do, and this is what bothers me. And every time I look at it, y'all see my two mounted iPhones back there, right?
In the case.
Yeah.
The breakdown of the iPhone.
It's like 5 inches off. So that right there keeps nagging at me every time I look at it. So later tonight, when everyone else is asleep, that's just how. So you see how it's not perfectly centered right now. Let me help you.
I appreciate
it ain't that deep.
I know, good. but y'all again have known me that right there, and I've told you everything is in its purpose for a specific reason. Even the little tilt of that Ecamm pillow right there, everything.
Hey, James, you ready for this?
Come on,
so my stuff is off, but I'm gonna just show you real quick. You're not the only one. This is how bad it is. You see this right here?
Go.
I literally took all day and I was trying to level the camera. I put a level on the camera to make it even on that right there on the desk. Ain't that bad? And look, in Ecamm, I have a grid. You ready for this? I got a grid for it. And the grid comes on like that to make sure I got everything lined up in the screen.
So you get it. You see what we did.
James, I see what you're talking about. I totally get what you're talking about.
It's not perfectionism. It's
I got disconnected. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, Tall boy was standing up. Your camera was on a whole nother angle.
Oh, there we go. I'm back. No, I'm trying to find because I don't have my button straight. That's why I need to know what Elgato about to do.
Good Lord, see everybody pushing buttons, and now the streamer is going down the toilet. I'm going to tell you about all these producers in the same room.
I was trying to. I don't know why it went back. Okay, there we go. Yeah. All right, I'm back now.
Good Lord.
So the Stream Deck buttons, they all off, James. I reconfigured something, so I just got to line them back up. So jump right to it. Can we expect identity crisis problem solved with the Stream Deck stuff? I mean, with the Elgato cam links?
What's that? The identity crisis? What are you talking about? I got some Stream Decks if you want them too. Hold on.
No. So what I'm saying is the capture card, are they going to have an ID that Apple can recognize to say, this guy goes here, that one goes there, or are we always restarting?
He already got them in the mail. Look at him.
No, these are old school Stream Decks. This is I got an extra. I got an extra 15, and I got an extra plus.
What's that? The big one?
Yeah. No, the plus, the one with the dials on it. Yeah.
Oh, I never seen that one.
I know it's that. Mm-hmm. But but I'm gonna put.
What's the difference between the plus versus the 15?
Oh, please. And Alec, I'm not gonna put your business in the street, but I thought if you are a brand partner with Elgato as well, chime in, brother. So make sure I'm not messing up anything. Oh my goodness, Rob Valls is here. Where you been, man? Good to see you. Let me put myself on screen here. Little mini keys there. Hold on. Let me get rid of keys.
He got mini keys.
Yeah, let me. All right, so here we go. We got the 15 button, right? That's right there, and then we got the plus, and the plus has all of 8 buttons on it, but it has a touchable display, and it also has 4 dials that you can actually use for multi-action. So it actually turns. I've used it on my other setup over here to control volume, control brightness, and things of that nature. So that right there is some additional functionality as well. So that's the plus with 8 buttons, and then of course multiple pages that you can go into. The display is actually customizable and actually touch resistant as well. The 4 dials. Then everyone knows about the standard buttons right here. The 15 buttons, multiple pages for multiple profiles.
So you have an online store, right? Just send everybody the link to the online store.
Well, I haven't put them in the store because I was actually. So this is what I was going to do. I was actually going to give them away.
Look at bless your heart.
I was going to bless somebody, but then I said, listen, I got 2 kids in college. I'm gonna need to.
How you gonna laugh like that, tall boy?
Because they good. Because them kids is good. They ain't missing no meals over there. Them kids is eating good every day. They get. I don't even want to put because I love Jordan and Isaiah, so I ain't gonna put their business out in the street.
You have broken bread, yeah. So we have all broken bread together, international bread too.
No. I'm just saying them kids is good. They ain't missing no meals over there. I know. I know. The Beavers and the Bruins ain't missing no meals over there. That's all I'm gonna say.
Amen.
They ain't missing. He got kids in college. No, tuition been paid for because mama done found scholarship money.
Ain't had nothing to do with me. That's right. Nothing to do with me.
Mama Bear done found scholarship money, and Papa Bear is
That's
like,
true.
look,
I just signed on the dotted line somewhere.
Y'all gonna get you a job in the summer, and then all this money is for y'all. To where you ain't in, Papa Bear's pockets because Papa Bear got to take care of Mama Bear since y'all out the house. That's basically what he's saying. He talking about he got kids. That's
I don't know what's going on right now.
Read between the lines, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Read between.
I'm reading comments because
back to our regular schedule program.
It's more advantageous for me to read these comments. I see Laura Williams in the comments. Appreciate you for being here, friend. Miss you, Victor. Man, that's a good dude right there. He says Stream Decks just came out with the Osbot tail profile. Yeah, I saw that. That was dope. But I'm not an Osbot dude. I'm an Insta360 dude. What's that?
So the Osbot, I hate to cut you off. The Osbot, that's the one that it's like a PTZ optic camera. Is that what the Osbot do? And it's got the AI functionality where it tracks your face whenever you move around. Whereas the 360, but can the 360 do live streaming?
Yes. Okay. Actually, yeah, because Katie Fox and Doc Rock are in Florida right now at one of the Podfests right now, and they were live streaming. They did a live stream today, and they were using this right here, the Osbot tail Air.
But so can the Insta360 do live streaming?
Yeah, the Insta360, the one I have, right, the one I took to CES with the 360
Vic says you can do it.
Yeah, you can stream live, and I can stream live with my DJI, right? The other one that I had at CES. So
I got all version 1s because I was.
Yeah, you got the upgrade, brother. Got the upgrade.
No, I ain't got no upgrade budget like the Hicks family over there. You know, I'm team use what you got till you get to where you trying to go.
Team use what you got. Keith, come on, you better chime in, but help me to help you.
No, listen. You know what? Because you know what's crazy. If I was teaching like a master class or something like that, I would be saying, you know, I'm gonna drive home, lose the idea that more is better because, and I'm gonna tell you why. I was watching the Osbot folks, and it's like, oh, unboxing, you know, look at it work. Okay, I'll get like a Doc Rock that's going to explain, hey, this works with Ecamm. Here's another option, because you're trying to sell Ecamm the product. So anything that work with Ecamm, I don't care if it's an old Kodak camera. If they got one that work with an Ecamm, I'm looking for Doc to do it. I'm looking for maybe you or Kurt Nugent, a couple of ambassador-ish people to do it. But when I see people that don't have no kind of consistent content, nothing whatsoever, I'm like, why are you advertising this? Like, for what purpose? Like, are you getting the bag for it, or you still trying to get the bag? Ma'am, sir, let me help you out. Stop.
Come on, man.
Like, let me help you out. Stop, because the A61, the 63, the 64, the 66, them joints is not broke. Hell, I got an A51. I got 3 A51s that I still rock. And sometimes I just hit the button. I be going, people, oh, that's a nice camera. What camera is that joint? I'm like, oh, it's the kit lens on an A5100. And I wouldn't even tell nobody to get a 5100 at this point because it's so backwards. But I said all that to say, if lens are still king for streaming, I get like the high on, look, there's new gear out, but I feel bad for some people that's just new gear chasing that don't have a platform, say like yours. Like, I get you on the new stuff. You politicking with the people, you know, as Red and what's his name will say, you politicking, right? You politicking with the people. Other people, they waving, trying to get attention and stuff. And I'm like, you spent your last dime to go get the old camera, and the new one just came out, and you reviewing and unboxing a thing that been out for 2 years. Like, show me what you doing with it. Like, give me what you doing with it. If not, I think we're at a point where authenticity is selling better than just, oh, look what I got. Everybody got that, right? Because right now, what's his name? I literally, like, I'm an honest reviewer. If I started reviewing stuff, I'm going to be one of those reviewers that's really going to shake everybody up, because I'm going to say it's much easier for me to take my A7 and throw it in my bike bag that I ride with. It's like a wandered version of bike bags. I throw it in there and take a real good picture with my G Master lenses. I'm not going to go out and take the little small joint and go, ooh, look, it's in 4K. Because after a minute, it's not as good as your full frame or your APS-C camera. So the idea is, how can you take that stellar equipment on the road with you rather than, oh, this one fits in my back pocket. Now I done took down my picture quality and my picture game, and my ID, because now I'm going out in these remote places and I'm taking, oh, look, I got the new Insta360 and it takes great pictures. Stop lying to yourself. Then throw away your full frame camera. If it's that good, throw it away. If your Osbot is better than your FX and your A64, 66, throw it away. If not, stop lying to people and saying, oh, you need to get this. No, I don't. No, I don't. That's just me. I like talking like that because when people appreciate your creativity, your flow, and stuff like that, you can't lie to people unless you just say, hey, I'm a salesman and I'm going to BS you, period.
Truth. Yep.
But I don't think that they're looking at trying to be a salesman. I think that they just looking at it as, I can probably get this free gear and here's this affiliate link. And now I'm trying to build a relationship with you the same way James has already did. If you follow James's content, and I'm not going to give out his blueprint, you just got to watch. If you follow his content, then he gives you the blueprint and what he's doing. But you got to follow.
But here's the thing, bro. He's showing it though. That's what I'm saying. I'm pointing James out as an example. He's showing you, like, I can trust James if he says, hey, you need to check. Like, I'm really on Hobo like purchasing it because I heard it from James. And I said that to them. I knew about it. I saw it and I was just like, I don't know. And then when James mentioned it, I was like, you know what? Listening to you say you're looking at it too, I think I may try this. And I'll tell people about that. Hobo light is banging. That's a real good light.
What's the Hobo light? What's the Hobo light?
Right there on the screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, these the
but
truth
what
right
you
here.
need to go look at, and James got one of these. I took it out there with me. I set it up one time, and it was actually good.
Come on. There it is.
Oh, yeah. Well, I threw the other thing away that I got.
What's the other one?
The mini tripod that came with that whole set. I threw that away.
You didn't like the mini one?
Yeah, it was terrible. I got a Manfrotto, so that's much better. But yeah, the lights.
You got to get the bigger one. But I'm talking about the light though. The light.
Yeah, I got that. I haven't taken it out of the box yet. I still haven't completely unpacked. I don't want to be rude, but I do need to stop and pause and say something because we got some other OGs in the building. Ladies and gentlemen,
Walter is here too.
We need to stop and pause and say what it do. Brother Jeanette is in the building.
That's it.
The Rich Podcast.
That's a good man right here. That's a good man right there.
But that's a guy I'm gonna believe. Because I see he's another one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I seen him do the work.
Yeah. And Walter was doing a dope stream. I think it was yesterday. He had a couple other cats on with him. And again, breaking down what we break down here on Conscious Conversations. I do what I do, why I do what I do. This is how I do. No one's going to convince me I'm unbiased. Right? He was telling all the facts and preaching to folks and telling them, again, I'm going to do as I do. And I'm not going to just do a review or something because you send it to me. No, if I use it, I like it, I'm going to talk about it. If I don't like it, I'm going to talk about it. So again, he's definitely one of those trusted advisor kind of folks, subject matter experts, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, shouts out to Walter Jeanette, y'all. Come on now.
Walter's the man.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
Okay.
You didn't see the picture he took? It's I don't know if it's a cousin, friend, or somebody. He did a photo shoot on this young lady. And I promise you, I thought it was Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
It literally she looks like Mary J. Blige. It looked like a professional Mary J. Blige photo. And I was like, Walter. And she responded to, I don't know, Walter could tell us who it was, but one of his people, he did a photo shoot a while back. And I was like, damn, this dude, he got Mary J. Blige. And it was like, no, that's not Mary. I was like, oh. I was like, you could have fooled me. And I was watching Power at the moment. Shoot.
you watching Power
Man,
probably had you some juice in your
man.
cup too. You probably had a little juice in your cup. Who knows what you was doing.
Lord Jesus.
Hold on. Why am I, first of all, let me fix this. Why am I not already, God, there we go. My apologies for not already following. But yeah, they come up on.
What, he got a new page or something? Because I ain't seen him nothing up in a while.
That's him. Listen, there he go right there. We're gonna go and give you these flowers, brother. We're gonna give you these flowers.
Look at his work, man. You see his work? He know what he doing. He know what he doing. He know what he doing. But see, do you see Walter talking a whole bunch about the newest cameras, the newest lenses and whatnot?
He using what he got.
He used what he got. He used what he got.
Was that not the
That's the word that's the word Tall Boy came on with. The prophet has spoken.
You down in the Atlanta street.
That's where all the bishops from. They play Walk It Out for New Year's service.
Well, you better stop, boy. God don't like ugly. You better watch out.
They play that.
Bishop
They
William
be
Murphy
trapping into the New Year.
Now, come on now.
All right.
You better watch out.
Yeah, they act up in them synagogues out there in the ATL.
Hey, down that joint, boy. They do it. They do it down there.
My goodness.
Oh.
So you didn't mess with the Fabu light yet? You ain't mess with it?
No, you want it? I'll send it to you. I got more lights. I got more lights.
No. So let me, like I said, I was impressed, and that's all I'm gonna say. Now you're right. The smaller one, the tripod, it did seem like it was a little top heavy, but I got the bigger one, but I didn't take it with me. And so what I like about it is it's regular, like this right here. But it's compact. They even come with a bag, right? But then what it is you open it up here, and then now when you open it up, there you go. I'm messing it up now. But
Lord have mercy. Come on now.
There you go. So now you got it like this. Yeah, and then you power it on. Well,
that's dope. Okay.
So it powers on.
That's nice.
Yeah. And maybe then on top of it, there we go. And then now when you power it on, if I can get it to act right, because the red light didn't come on.
Yeah, you pay that PG&E or know who y'all got out there in Atlanta and that electric bill.
Georgia Power ain't paying. So you turn it on. Come on, don't embarrass me now. There we go. So then you got 3 different settings. And then now you got 3 different powers, three different bright settings.
Right, so now, Victor. I thought it was a ninja star. I like it. Sharpen them edges, you could throw it at somebody.
And then here's the cool thing about it: it's got a remote to go with it as well. So you can literally just be walking away at the bottom. So like I said, the unfortunate part is the one that you got had a small tripod, but I got one with the big. So I got the one with the big tripod. So. So I think that's probably what the difference is of why you didn't like it. But I mean, like I said, the Fabu light, it lit up, it lit you up. That's all I can tell you.
Shout out to the Fubu light. Okay, you got the Fubu light.
Yeah, they did their thing. I was really, and then look, see, you fold right back on down.
Compact. Okay, maybe I will hold on to it. Or I'll put it at a discount when I put it on the website for sale. Yeah.
Somebody gonna need some lighting.
Somebody gonna need some lighting. I probably shouldn't. Do I still have? No, I threw that mini tripod away.
Now, there's a reason why I did what I did, and there's probably a reason why James did what he did at CES. He's got his reasons for why he did what he did, and it's okay. But everybody was mobile, at CES. Now, I did what I did for a reason. But James and many folks were just coming out with cell phones. And I mean, something like this you can have with you. It's compact. It can fit in your book bag. It can fit in your little, over the shoulder bag, and it's right there. So for something like that, I think that would be ideal. Somebody is saying, I just need to do a quick video and I need some lighting. This is good. And instead of trying to get the little selfie light, because what's some good lighting for a cell phone?
Yeah, it's not really gonna happen. I will say this, and since it's been a couple of weeks removed and we no longer there, somebody dropped a LumaCube in the press room at CES. I picked that up.
Oh yeah, he loved it.
Where my LumaCube at?
Yeah, hey, you know what, Tallboy? To your point, this my wife and I, we were in DC, and it's a hallway shot that I did, and I had the hobble or hobo light with me, right? Mm-hmm. And it was funny because you don't have this pissing match with people where it's like, you don't have to brag, oh, I got a better light, whatever. Better is relative depending on the spot. So the young ladies, they were coming up, they go, oh, your wife is pretty, bro. Oh, you got a nice camera, whatever. And so I was judging, and I was telling Tina to stand in the light a certain way because I like to work with natural light first before I pull the light out. Now I had my light on me, right? Professional light. This girl comes up and she had the little, whatever light, and she pulled, oh, let me get you the light. And the light just goes, right? And it's just like all over the place. It lost all the character in the shot. Now, did it light up the space? Absolutely. but it lost all the character. So I ain't say nothing to her. I was like, oh, thank you. I was like, pow, pow, pow. And she was done, and she was like, oh, can we take a picture with you? And I was like, so I got my light out. And then I said, here, babe, hold this. And they looked, and they was like, oh, snap. So she was like, do you need? I said, no, I'm cool. I nicely told her, like, no, I don't need that light, because I had my temperature right and everything. And I lit my wife's face right here, you know, rather than going boom, because I had like the grid on it and everything. When they saw them afterwards, and I sent it to the girl on Instagram, she was like, what kind of light is that you have? So that light right there, I took that thing out and I lit it a certain way. So there's a difference between, it's like microphones, right? Mm-hmm. We all sound good on here, right? But we don't have to crap with somebody that pulls out a Yeti. But if you know what you're doing with it,
no, we don't.
They'll stop and say, I like your mic, rather than you saying, I got a better mic than you.
Yeah.
Like let them see it and reason it for themselves. And that was one of those quick moments where the girl was like, oh, I'm gonna hook you up and help you out with a light. And it's like, yeah, it lit the room. It served its purpose. But for character, for professionalism, this is why this light is different. Better is relative, but in this moment, you proved that it was better because you said the way you lit that. It's like, yeah. So she's like, well, what kind of light did you have? And it's like, this is a whole different thing. This is a photography thing rather than, oh, I can just shoot a picture. So that moment was everything. It was everything. Because there's a bunch of people now, the trend will be everybody's gonna go to Amazon and get a light. Yeah. And now people are using lights rather than trying to use the flash on their phones. But
what they out there getting is them those circular, all the barbershops got them now. They all use them. And I'm like, man, go on with that, man. That ain't doing nothing. That ain't serving its purpose.
That's what you need to have a
now the barber needs to see so he can get the snippet of the gray. Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, see, again, and this is something that Keith and I talk about a lot of times, and it's Tall Boy. It's interesting that you bring it up. Yeah, show up with what you got, but we are really looking to rise above the noise and really make impact. So we know what to do, right? We know to come with something besides a $15 capture card. Go with the $100 Elgato Cam Link. Instead of coming with those cheap ring lights, come with something that's actually got proper color science and things like that. Go with this LumaCube that I found on the flow at sea. Right, bring some gear that actually helps set you apart from everyone else, because that's what sticks and that's what resonates.
You know what kills? I'm on the red carpet.
Yeah,
I got my camera gear.
Is it Puerto Rico? Brazil?
No. I'm just saying in general. I'm on the red carpet, and everybody say that they media here in Atlanta. But my thing is, I never see your work. That's first and foremost. But you on the red carpet to interview the celebrities, and you here to take selfies and post it on your Instagram. I'm okay with you posting on the Instagram, but then when you come out with your cell phone and you don't have a proper mic, you don't have no light, but yet you over here taking up all the space, and they telling me, Tall Boy, you got to slide down. I told you I came here to do interviews. I didn't come out here because y'all not paying me to do this red carpet. So if I don't get the interview, I don't get paid. So that's my currency, and that's why I chose to come out here. And you knew that. But now I see you with your cell phone and you recording like this for TikTok instead of at least turning it sideways for full frame.
Right.
See, he old school.
And then you ain't got no microphone. And so now you hear all the background noise and the audio sucks. So you got this great question that you asked, and you don't even have it's not even quality audio. You can't even do nothing with it. I can't compress it down. I can't use voice remover. I can't do nothing with what you got. Help me. And like I said, now it's like, honestly speaking, what light do you know is out there for a cell phone? So if they don't provide the light, Tall Boy, can I use? So I used to just go out, use your lights. That's not. I started with soft boxes, but now I'm doing the LED joints, the GVM LED joints.
Okay,
that's what I'm using when I go. So I bring out at least one light with me. I should probably take two, but everybody starts saying, "Can I use your light?" Ain't nobody helping me. Ain't nobody paying me, but yet you want to use my light. Now I came out here to make sure my stuff was good. Tall Boy, can we use your? No, it's time for me to go. No, but we needed like 10 more minutes. No, I gotta go. So you're trying to be nice because you don't want to be,
That guy.
You don't want to be that guy, but it's like you should have these things in your bag. And okay, if you got it already here, you're relying on them to, the red carpet services to provide the red carpet and the lighting. They don't always provide that red carpet lighting for you. So you got to come with your own stuff. So if it's in a dark setting in a movie theater, what do you do? So, I mean, like I said, so my thing is, to me, I've learned to take a power box with me. I bring my own power. I try to find my, the one thing that I learned doing promotions at the radio station, before you do any event, even though it looks good on paper, nothing happens until I find the closest source of power. A lot of people don't understand that. Where's my closest source of power to where you want to have this event? Once I find that, I work from the closest source of power. Then I work to your liking or whatever the case may be. But if there ain't no power, it can look all good you want. But now I have the 50-foot or the 100-foot cord where you roll the orange power box up, and it's got the four. It's right here. It's got the four plugs that's connected to it. But without that, we gaff tape that thing down, and without that, we not doing no movement without no power. So.
See, again, though, you're in, I think, just a different season than a lot of other folks, right? You got all these other folks standing on that red carpet that are just trying to catch quick content for the 30, 60, 90-second attention span social media crowd. But you're out there just in a different season, on a different level, trying to, again, rise above that. So you've got all this extra gear. And it would be nice if the folks putting that on and seeing you out there on that line trying to get the content recognize that effort and properly I'm gonna speak for you a little bit. I'm gonna speak for everyone that's trying to rise above the noise. Properly compensate you for the attention to detail. That's where we sit, right? We are attentive to detail and know that we have quality content, a quality offering to someone who's paying us. And I don't think we need the recognition about that. We just want we want folks to realize that, hey, there's a lot of thought, there's a lot of intentionality in terms of what we do. That's it right there. That we are very intentional in terms about what we do. Yeah. When you start putting your dollars and cents out there, somebody need to recognize.
Yeah, and investment. So, I think a lot of people don't understand that. It's easy to just come in with your camera and take photos. That's one thing. But when you're saying you're doing video, if it ain't shot right, like I was looking at some of the footage from CES and it's like, but I knew what I was working with, and it's no knock. It's just, it is what it is. But I mean, it's like, but that's the product I have to put out. That's my name behind that, if that makes sense. So, I mean,
it's crazy, y'all. So I thought about this. I got into, I did a Cine rig on my A7C. Gave that camera up to my son, and I put the A66 on their APS-C because I'm like, oh, the content's still great, right? So mostly video, I use APS-C if I'm doing like an actual documentary type thing or interview, whatever. But my Cine rig, I got it in my Nano case, a nice size Nano case I roll around. I've never been to that event that y'all talking about. Was it CES or something?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've been to that one, right? But here's what I'm thinking. I'm the type person that I'm going to go scope it out and say, I will walk around that whole damn event with that Nano case, right? And pull out that big ass Cine rig because intentionally, right? Because you always got your phone, you got your Osmo, whatever other thing secondary. But my main priority is I'm a Cine rig and just go, and I'm going to have that DJI or that, Sennheiser. I got it ready, pointed at whoever's talking, and then double mic it with a Ninja on there. So I'm grabbing all this content like that because now I know I got 4K. I know I got long battery life. I got the V mount, all of that. That one, thank you. I'm going to carry that sucker with me. And I'm just saying, now most people, I get where they're going. They go, oh, you got to be compact and this, that, and the third. I'm like, but if you're going to get the deal, it's like being a musician. You going to bring your whole Fender Rhodes. You're not going to bring a little small 54 key joint. You're going to bring your B3 portable because you going to gig. So I get sometimes when people go to these events and stuff, there's this one bragging point on how small can I pack to go in, but that's if you got to jump on a plane and fly a kite or something. But if you go into an event, if you that person, be like the camera crew and know that I got great quality. I got my good mics. I'm not trying to small mic it, the best of the small mic. No, here go a daggone microphone, and here go my setup. Now, here's the point of encouragement. I can't speak on the video part yet, but I'm gonna tell you what I did with photography. Having done events where there's more than one photographer in the room, I learned how to get my edge. You make your own damn background. You put your own setup at, and that's how I use them hobble lights. I put them joints in there, and the people come in. I threw a Fresnel light at a certain spot. All my subject going to that spot right there, because I'm like, rather than do Erykah Badu pack light, no, the hell with that. I'm gonna pack heavy because I'm getting paid for this. I'm gonna get this gig done, and getting it done, the quality turned out better than the other photographers that were there because they just came in to shoot. And I'm like, look, if you're going to do it, do it. Now, I get what you're saying, tall boy. If you got to quickly go in somewhere and like, James, you pack a backpack, but I'm still like, you got to pack the heaviest in the small backpack and not be so much on how portable can I get. To your point, tall boy, that light, somebody's going to watch you and say like, oh, damn, I need to pack a light rather than look cute with the, ooh, look at my iPhone light. That thing ain't doing nothing. That's like a match. So you need the light. But when you start doing it more, you start to say, it's not too hard to take a Nanook with me and put a setup in there, pop, 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 make a station like the news, and you get the interviews. That's just how I would approach it, to say, I'm
going to get. Yes, but something like a red carpet, I mean, it's a little different depending. That's a different situation because they'll tell you this is where you're at. We were at an event earlier this year, last year, around March or April, around last year, and they had a area for the red carpet. Well, the person that I was shooting for, they didn't have sandbags for their tripod. I mean, for their step and repeat. And the wind was blowing, and it was like, well, like I said, we work closest to power first, and the closest power source, they were not willing to be accommodating for us. So I was like, well, can we at least move over here to get the wind away from us? And she told us no, because she had it made up in her mind where she wanted her stuff to be. So, the event organizer. And I was like, well, where else can we move? She said, anywhere but here. And I'm like, well, this is not working, where you have us initially set up at. So everybody else was struggling on that back wall where the wind was blowing. And I just said, you know what, I'm going to go against the wind. And I just said, go over to the Family Dollar, go buy some zip ties, bump the zip ties. We're going to just put your step and repeat on, the tent pole, and we'll just zip tie it down. Well, not trying to be funny, but when the people got off the bus to walk the red carpet, who do you see first? Her step and repeat. And we looked professional. We had the light set up. We had the power source, and it was like, but everybody else. So you came and did the interview with us first, and then you walked to the back to go get the other interview. So it made her look like she was the prominent person. But that's a difference between doing events versus not knowing what you're doing and just saying, oh, I'm just doing this for fun, if that makes any sense. So like,
you hit the word along with what you were saying, being able to adapt. So we saying the same thing as like being able to adapt. So for me, adapting is overpacking, right, rather than bragging on underpacking, right? And then let's look at what Walter Jeanette says. Walter's he hit it right on the money. Yeah. And I've been a proponent of this all the time. I am going to do what I'm gonna do quality wise, but I will still say, yo, some people overdoing it. He hit it. James and I talked about this on the other times we were on. I mix up the Osmo, the camera, the full frame, the APS-C. By the time I finish with a reel, you don't know what it shot on. Right? You don't know if I used the 85 millimeter, the 35, the iPhone. And I said last week, somebody was like, oh, what kind of did you have the Pro Mist filter? I was like, no, that was smudge because my fingerprint was all over the back of the phone. Like it literally looked like a filter. And I'm like, And you know, somebody else, they had a trick. They was just like, yo, I just throw Vaseline on this one lens to give it that effect. And I was like, are you kidding me? You just smudge cream on it, wipe it down, and then you clean that one lens off. They only do it with that one old lens, but that lens has character because of that. So like Walter's saying, here's the thing. Once I see the professional do something cheesy as an iPhone and stuff, I'm like, oh, I'm going to mix it up. It doesn't make me stop doing quality, but it pushes me back towards creativity to say, it's like when you look at people with, and I'll just say this and shut up, is when you see people with a LaCie camera. A LaCie camera is basically like a Louis Vuitton bag versus a Target bag that carry the same groceries or carry the same stuff, right? LaCie is not quality over top of the Sony A7 that you got that was refurbished, nor our A61s or nothing like that. A LaCie is just character, well-built camera that's like a Bentley or a Benz that drives down the street, just like your Toyota or a Prius or something. It's like, but people will sit there and be like, oh, I got better pictures because I got a LaCie. No, technically you don't. Right? Like, or the ruling on the field is that pictures look the same. That's the ruling on the field. Like, the pictures look the same. I don't see a difference. And most of these people and photographers are still complaining because they're like, Instagram keeps compressing my pictures, so we're still not seeing, ma'am, sir, your 4K quality, full quality, better than yours type stuff. Like the biggest knucklehead is out there. Oh, I got the 8K camera. Look, check the footage compared to. We can't see the comparison because Instagram is not letting you show it.
Ain't nobody rendering 8K right now. So,
I don't even have an 8K TV. I mean, like, come on, man. Who's watching it? Nobody.
I tell you, hold on. I want to go back to a couple of these comments, man. But this is dope, and I'll put the camera up there. One that I was looking at, but Walter asked.
He said we not putting cream on that.
He said we ain't putting cream on nothing. So first of all, you can do all you need to, but we not putting cocoa butter on our stuff. Walter came through with the devil's advocate. He says people really don't care about footage quality at events like CES anymore. Brands shooting with phones, right? And this is kind of the conversation that we have. I wanted to just to get back at that. Is that? I think that's some of the thing that kind of irks us, though. We wish folks did pay attention more to quality. And again, Keith, the creative creator, right? The guy who's going to mount lights to the bottom of his shoes. And the guy who's going to wrap his microphone, the guy who's going to wear glasses that match every single ounce of his studio set. Tall boy, the guy who's going to come out there with the rigs as opposed to just a small, right?
But I shoot in my glasses too, though.
Well, so, yeah, I shoot in my glasses too, but again, that's not your primary footage. The fact that
some of it is, not all the time. At CES, no, my primary footage was using the 6100, but there's moments where on my Instagram I did the day of Vice President Kamala Harris in Atlanta. Man, I shot all that I shot all of that with the exception of her speech in these glasses, the whole recap, and you couldn't tell the difference on Instagram, but it shot in 720, and all people was like, yo, you got a chance to walk on the tarmac and you got a chance to I used this. And like I said, if you watch the video, that was all shot in the glasses. Everything else,
nice.
It was like nobody. When you look at some of my overseas videos that I did, I stopped. But majority of that footage of me walking through security, and you can't walk through security with a cell phone. They didn't even know I was recording. So I mean, I was recording in my glasses. But to James's point,
that's dope. I like that.
You walking through TSA or you walking through Border Patrol, Passport Control, whatever. They don't even know you. So now you're getting this is what it looks like going through this. So I mean, because you're not supposed. There you go. Look at them. That's all in the glasses. That's my point of view. Like, how am I doing that with two? I got a bag in one hand and I'm pressing the ticket through this. I'm walking. I don't have time to be recording all of this. But that's all in the glasses. Now the difference is this is 720. Versus James got 1080 on his glasses, but but like I said, I got two hands.
James Bougie.
I'm a highfalutin.
No, he just got version. So what James does is he likes James is is version 2, right? So because he's version 2, the kinks got out of version 1. Like I
Mhm.
said, I purchased the Mini 1. I bought the pocket camera. I got, some of the other things that, what is the Stream Deck, the A10 Mini, all of that was version 1. But I'm still using what I got because, people talking about go get the A10 Mini ISO or go get the A10 Mini ISO Pro. I'm not doing all of that, man. And that's
Right.
before two more features and I got to drop another 400. Well, do I get a rebate on this? Because the Google Pixel 7,
What'd you
I was
say? What you
mad.
trying to get?
I'm not trying to be mad. I'm not trying to be funny, but the Google Pixel 7, they told me all I was gonna get was $200 or $300 back. But if I had the Google Pixel 6, they would have gave me $500 back for the Pixel 8. No, man, no, we're gonna use this Pixel 7 until this Pixel 9 come out. Like that's what we're gonna use what we got. I mean, I don't need this AI.
Thunder says he don't need that AI. Oh my goodness. Walter says, okay, Blackmagic camera app. That's the truth. Victor said he's gonna be, because he's got his metas too, so he's going on an overseas trip. So man, we can't wait to see that footage. But yeah, this is that footage that you took.
Go back to the previous video of that one. It should be like I don't know if you can see it or not. Go back.
All right.
No. Let's see. No, not that one. That's a photo.
I want to put all your business out here now.
No. Come on. It's a video. Yeah, that one right there. That's all shot in that one right there. With the department. Yeah, that's all shot in the glasses right there.
Okay. You see, you messing with the dogs. Don't mess with them dogs, though.
That's Secret Service. Like, I mean, nobody knew I was shooting with this.
Yeah, they're gonna find out in a minute, though. Secret Service.
It is. I'm walking with gear. I mean, come on now. How am I supposed to be shooting on the tarmac like that? Come on. And all I did was do a little voiceover. You see, I got 2 hands with that. How am I shooting?
That's dope.
Air Force 2 pulling up.
So James, you know what I like that I got like connected with you with how you were talking and what you were doing, meeting you in the community, is the fact of equipping yourself to accessorize your creative flow, right? Or what you're trying to turn out. It's almost like we do things like argue. If the teacher asks you to turn in a term paper on meeting the president, and you're trying to let everybody know that you wrote the paper with a $400 pen versus a number 2 pencil, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, does the story make sense, right? And then the people that read it, can they understand it? Now we can go back to everybody that's interested and say, that was a great story. What kind of paper is this? That's not the whole listening audience. It's only a few people that's like, yo, that screen was so live. Man, what kind of hat did you have? And what kind of glasses was you using? What the part when James put this up, everybody's not asking that question. Like to Walter's point, when people CES, the event's over, right? Yeah. The person is coming out with, I shot the whole thing in 8K with the new Sennheiser mic with the plugins and stuff. I hear you, but I already know what I need to know. Moving on. The new Elgato's coming out, the new so-and-so. So we don't care. Now,
here's the thing, Keith. Go finish your statement. I'm going to tell you what it is.
No, go ahead.
Here's the thing. When you come out with the cell phone footage, it's nice. And one thing that one of my mentors had told me was when I first got into this business, he said, look, how much would you charge me to film your wedding? I was like, I don't know, what, maybe $1,500, $2,000. He said, so if I came to your wedding and you gave me $2,000 and you gave me a cell phone and you shot it on a cell phone, how would you feel if I came out and shot your wedding on a cell phone? You'd be upset with me, right? He said, but if you come out here with the gear and the look, I feel like you somebody, that's what that's what he told me. And I was like, okay. He said, but if you come out here with this cell phone and you shoot this wedding, I'm gonna want some of my money back. So when I go out there and I'm meeting these companies, I already know what I want to say to company A through Z, right? But then at the same token, you see that I got this look. I know how to do the interview in one take. So now when I say, do you have samples? You have no problem saying, here's a product sample. But if I come out there on the cell phone, I'm not saying, that they not gonna get a sample, but do they value you the same way? If that makes sense. And to me,
well, no, it makes total sense. That is my MO, right? So I had to tell some people I was in a room with, I pulled out my Sony rig and they, oh, you mean business. Now, the crazy thing was that particular event, it was nobody there to impress. So I said to them, the reason why I have it, I said I had it in the car. So I was like, I'm going to use this because I'm really testing it out on this particular, gig. I'm like, you can't go to a big client, as you said, with a cell phone, right? So that's the optics. The argument that me and James would have a lot of times is like, who are you streaming for that they actually see what cameras is here? I can punch 3 buttons. They don't know what camera it is. So I have to produce the quality in what you see. When you get hired for a gig, they want to see the equipment that they're paying for. So to your point, if you only show them a cell phone and a little lav mic, they're gonna be like, "No, I ain't paying you $6,000 to do my wedding." So you got to show them the big rigs. You see what I'm saying? You got to show them the big rig. If you drive your Prius all the time, whatever car, I don't want to get in the names, but if you drive whatever your everyday car is, and it's like, yo, we need you to pick a celebrity up from the airport, well, you might have to go in the garage and pull the big joint out. Not because it's technically better, but you don't want to get into the argument of, yo, pick me up in something nice. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, I get what you're saying, like 100%. That's why I got the stuff. And I do throw out there, my 2 cameras, they literally look the same, right? But one is about $2,000 more than the other. So, depending on where I'm at, I'm going to let you know, this is a A7R5. And then people that know, you got the big boy. It looked just like the 3. It looked just like the 4 on the table. But depending on the gig, I'm going to throw out there every freaking Roman numeral. I'm going to throw it out there so you understand the price that I'm putting on the paper for what I need.
Here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. And I agree with everything that you're saying. This holiday season, I had a family member say she's in college. She's a freshman. She tells her mom that I want the A7R3. So I tell the mom, why does she want the A7R3? Because they like, ooh, she need to get her car fixed. Or do we buy her this A7R3? And I'm like, but she got a Canon, right? So why don't you just go get her a zoom lens? She a freshman. And worst case scenario, just go get her a A6400 or a A63 because she's in college and she's shooting the basketball games. All she really needs is a zoom lens. Why are you buying the A7R3? So I asked the girl, I said, put your daughter on the phone. Why you want the A7R3? Because that's what they using at the college. Well, that's what the professor uses. You the student. So why you gotta have that? So now mom was like, look, we're going to get the car fixed and we just going to get you. Look, I got this zoom lens here. Just give me $75 for it. You can have this zoom lens on this Canon. Use what you got. Now, summertime roll around. And if you still serious in this, as opposed to, buying all this new stuff and you not going to use it. Because I'm like, look, the only difference if you having the Sony versus the Canon, and you can still do it on the Canon, is that you could literally send the images to your phone after you take the snap, after you get the shot, and you can say, what's your Instagram or what's your phone number, and you text it right there, $10. You want it, $10. Now that's a quick way to make that, but you didn't say that's why you wanted the A7R3. You said you wanted the A7R3 because the professor got it. You ain't got the professor type of money right now. You're a freshman.
Same use case. Yep.
Yeah, we ain't got time for that. So look, use what you got over here until you get to where you trying to go. That should be the theme. That should be the title right there, James. Use what you got till you're trying to get to where you're trying to go.
Now you got a point there, man. I was
letting that marinate for a minute there. I was just let that back.
Yeah,
because we just.
Let's be clear, okay?
And see, I like what Tallboy's saying because Walter, because as you were saying it, I knew where you were going with it, and Walter says the same thing. It's like we had that speech right about the equipment speaking for you, and I think if we blend all of this together, we're blessed to have it. Yeah. So that you don't have to make the argument when you walk in the room. I sent my son out. He did somebody's prom. It's a person that wanted me, but they was like, well, it's just my daughter thing. And your son do pretty good pictures. I was like, cool. He in college. I need him to make his own money. Right. So I'm like, I'm going to send my son, and he was going to take the A7C and, the Tamron lens. I was like, I said, take the G Master. So it was other photographers at that joint. He whipped out that 70 to 200. they was like, oh, you ain't playing. Ooh, you know, they now the lens is fire. Walter y'all know that lens is fire. I'm like, it's big, it's heavier, but it's fire. Like you can't really miss with that, right? The kid goes in there and he was more encouraged to like get it in. And he didn't just play off of, oh, I got 7,200. He just was in there shooting. The pictures were fire. People sitting there, oh man, they were more impressed with what was in his hand, and they ain't even see his shot yet. So it was like, it was like a couple of celebrities there too. They was like, oh, let me get your Instagram and blah, blah, blah. Here's the problem. He gives them his Instagram. They look at his Instagram, but they don't realize that most of the pictures that he got on there is cell phone and the A60-100 with the kit lens. So they looking at it like matching up what he had in his hand on that day, what he got on his timeline, and he's laughing. I was like, keep your mouth shut. Don't worry about it, right? You know what I'm saying? Because now if you do show up without that lens, they've already trusted how you shoot, right? So it's so many ways to play this. Small thing, tall boy, it's funny. Hold fast gear. I put a strap on because every photographer I seen, they had like a regular elastic looking belt thing around them, or maybe a peak design. And I'm like, I need to have a little more swag. It's like you with the cap on right now, right? I got to walk in the room with a little bit of class, right? So I was like, how do I accessorize myself?
And we can't tell all the secrets, Keith. We can't tell all the secrets, man.
Listen, look, because I was wearing my caps now, but I haven't done it for about 9 months, but I was rocking my cap. So when I seen y'all, I was like, oh, that cap is fire, bro. I put the strap on and I look a certain way, and that actually sells it more, not because the equipment is better, but it's just like, nah, that accessory is something that's better than what everybody else looked like in the room. But I got the same camera as other people in the room, and then I wrapped the camera. I said that 1,000 times.
That's the only reason. No, yours is red. Don't. It's not the same camera. It's different.
You feel me, tall boy? No, that's a camera.
Yeah, and let's not be too humble, because I'm on the whole fast gear site right now, and they got the Stormtrooper there. So let's not be too humble. I'm on the whole fast
Them women at this party, me and the photographer, I was glad. You know, like real photographers, you cool with each other. Like you know, you give each other kudos. You be like, all right, respect. I'm Keith. You meet them. Everybody stay out each other way. They help you. Your battery died. I got you. Whatever, right? Yep. But game recognized game. So we not in a pissing match because we all getting our check. So we good. Right. So the boy leans over to me and the girl's like, she's like, I want to take it with that one. And I just looked at him like, he was like, I knew I should have wrapped my camera. I was like, dog.
Can I send you my cameras? I got 2 cameras I want you to wrap. They APC, but can I just send you mine?
You want you a Stormtrooper too? Yeah, listen.
It don't have to be that. He can give me a couple of designs. I'll pick the ones I want. How much you gonna charge me to wrap my cameras? Because I got to.
Oh man,
I'm already. So when tall boys step out, I have a unique look when I step out, and that's how I get majority of my interviews because of the look, you know. And it's like, I mean, right now I'm dusty because I was eating powdered donuts over here, laying in the bed, and I saw.
I was going.
That's what the white stuff.
Okay, we was because
I was literally eating some donuts.
I thought he was doing chalk. I thought you put a chalkboard as your vision board.
Hey, we was gonna talk about that. I said, this boy over here.
Look, I didn't even, when I came on camera, I looked and I said, God, you eat these powdered donuts, and I've been trying to wipe it off, but it ain't coming down. But I got
see, the cap is so cool, it doesn't even matter. That's
right. But I showed that I belong in conscious conversation. So, you know, it's like, so people, they're like, what is tall boy doing? He got a stained shirt or something? No, I was laying in the bed eating donuts. I was watching. Yeah, you got me.
You know what I'm saying? I was looking at him like.
Oh. And the camera's so clean, it's showing every bit of the powder.
Everything. It's showing all the powder. Like, dude, the black shirt is nice.
You should have used your phone. You should have used your phone. It might have.
Hey, that's why you keep
got
seeing
a
me
high
like
quality
doing this.
camera
Hey,
and
that's why you keep
lens.
seeing me doing this. I'm trying to zoom to get it back and forth. I'm like, let me get.
I
these
wanted to
the
go off
light-
camera and
out.
just switch shirts, but I mean, I ain't know what James was doing. Then I started doing this, and then James like, oh look, you're messing with the cameras. You're doing too much. I was trying to hide it, but then
I was trying to get the pan and zoom done to try to get them white speckles off you. I'm like, Lord have mercy, this boy done came here. He's ashy as all out. Let me send him some cocoa.
Even the shirt ashy. See how he doing me?
You look great, man. Beard game on point. Look, we see live tech show, tech news. That's all that matters. You understand what I'm saying?
I don't know, Lord. This is what y'all get, man. Conscious conversation. We out here doing it. Philly Films, appreciate you, man. You say great podcast.
Look,
Listen, this is what we do. This is what we
don't be one of them guys, James. Look what Walter said. See, this is why I love Walter.
Yeah.
We keep 100. Walter can tell me he wants the A9, and I'm not mad with him, even if he don't know why the hell he want it. I'm good. You can tell me, Tallboy, you say he cheap, but James, you can tell me you want the new whatever, and I'm not judging you. But here's what he says that I like. He says, Frano's photo, Manny Ortiz, Gerald Undone, got folk out here broke with dusty cameras. Right?
Dude,
I mean, because Jason Vaughn, let's put him in there.
Yeah, Jason
and a few
Vaughn.
others. I'm telling you, they will have you out here like, oh, the A9 came out. And I'm saying to myself, what the heck do I need an A9 for?
Why do
Seriously,
you need global shutter? You don't. You take 2 pictures a day. You don't need global shutter. You not need to spend $4,000.
And somebody asked me, they was like, what you think? Oh, Doc Rock, I got to put him out on blast. Doc Rock hit me. And you see the new Edelchrome tripod?
No.
Did you see it? Oh, Walter would like this too. I'm not going to bother it, but I see the creativity in it. It's, at first I was like, don't nobody need no auto leveling tripod.
Ooh.
But when you see what this thing can do,
Hold up, wait a minute.
it's sick. Because I got the jib already. Look at what this thing can do. Doc Rock inboxed me and was like, KP, look at this. And I'm like, I already seen it. I don't need it. But then I seen it do more stuff and I was like, Man,
don't let me bring a transformer. Bring an Autobot.
The tall boy in me says I don't need it and I'm not getting it. The Walter James Hicks in me says,
Auto leveling.
I kind of like that, John.
Yeah, that's hot. Okay, let's just see what we can do here. We're not gonna show any credit card numbers, but let's just see. I keep pressing buy now, and it keeps just scrolling. Oh, what was the price?
Now watch. There's a video of it.
Oh my
the
goodness.
thing literally, you can sit it down, put on record, and it can go up. Yeah.
Nah.
Oh.
Y'all said no.
Bro, I see, James. I was trying not to press no sound effects.
Go hit it, tall boy. Hit your sound.
Can I curse James? Can I curse James?
Go ahead, man. Put it on.
Do what you need to do.
Hold on. Let me see.
You better come on now. The punchline is gonna be gone.
Dude, it's that thing right there.
Did you hear what it said?
We heard.
I heard what it said, man. I heard what it said. Yeah, I heard it.
It was at this moment you knew.
When I seen the price, because I saw them hyping it up, they were like, "Oh, coming soon." I'm like, Edelchrome, you have to be into creating. Like, I got a slider that I don't even use. The slider one, I don't use it. The slider, the next one up, I use that when I shoot documentaries and stuff. And I literally shoot 3 cameras because I have the extra one for safety, but I only use 2 of them, right, for what I'm doing. I don't do a whole bunch of color grade, none of that stuff. I got the 2 boom mics, but that Edelchrome, I have not taken my jib out of my room.
Wow.
I've never taken the jib out, and I bought it to take to interviews, but I'm like, if you can get away with the money, not get away with it, but if you can do the gig for a great amount of money and people are satisfied with your work without a slider, then it's like adding a slider in is like you add it in because you're raising your price or something. And I'm like, then you add more work. I'm like, nah, that's too much setting up. So I got that thing right there. the one he got on the screen, I got that, but I use it in here and I use it once every 4 months. I mean, it pays for itself, but I'm just like, I don't know, man. That thing is fire though. Look at it.
I ain't mad at you. I am not.
And it raises itself, James. So you can literally press record and have that thing do movements and have the camera like literally coming in and out and down and
that's that Club Shay shit. That's that Cat Williams money right there. That's what that. as soon as we break the internet, that's what we're gonna have all around here. We're gonna have some of those.
Irvin gonna do it. Irvin probably will do it
like that. Okay, I ain't mad at him. I am not mad at him. Yeah. And Keith was flexing during the pandemic. When the world shut down, everyone was watching you. I
stopped flexing when Lemuel started doing the slider. And he was pissing me off. I was like, Lem, the joint is moving. Like, you're the only person on screen doing this. I was like, we doing too much now. And then DJ Rob was doing it too. His camera was going up and down. I was just like, bruh. That's when I just stopped, just push right in front of me. Right here, I'm done.
That's what we do. That's what we do. My word. Nah, I don't know, man. Y'all doing all right?
I'm trying to get to that.
You hadn't thought about something. You over there, you paused for a second. You in deep thought about something.
No. I was looking up something. But I'm at the 2 camera level right here. You know, I'm going back and forth with the 2 because I got the 18 mini. So and I got that from James. But I had 3, but it's so hard because I got a lot of moving parts going on. Because if you see this setup I got back here, I don't know how James does what he does for his live show. But for me, it's like I got this slider sitting right here, and even though in the beginning I was setting it up, but I had to remind myself to look this way and hit the button and look in the camera. And then now I got to turn and talk like this. So, but like I said, now I can talk to you like this. And then now I can look at you this way. So now I can still have my setup.
Look at that boy looking right in the camera, boy. Go ahead,
But here's the thing, though.
Then I can come back and go right here, and then nobody can. And it's like, oh, that's a smooth transition. But then if I switch to the 3rd camera with the slider, now I got to turn my body and lean this way.
No, you don't. That's the thing. So look, Tallboy, put it this way. Switch to your second camera real quick. Switch to your second camera. Right now, don't look in that camera. Just look at your main camera.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
that's it. That's what that camera's for.
That's it.
Like if you talking and you in the flow, so let's just say this is just your podcast, only you. Mm-hmm. I'm into what you saying, so the use of that camera is just giving me another angle, but I don't need you to look into that angle. You know what I'm saying? That's movement. Like, because James will do it. If you ever watch when you on with James, he'll like so right that shit that you got there, you just wanna open it up a little bit more. But other than that, it's like the way James is now and the way you are now. Yep. Backing that up a little bit. If you're talking, you're in a flow, I'm engaged because you giving me some movement in your stream, but I'm not expecting you to look at that camera. So that's a perfect shot.
That's what this whole thing is right here, brother. A little depth of field.
Cause see, look, hint. Now you showing the glasses, the side beard game. You showing the hat. You understand what I'm saying? And then you bulk it out and cropped out the powder on the left shoulder.
That's what I was trying to do. That's what I was trying to do. But he was clowning. I was trying, brother. I really was. I really was. But he
then he look in the camera right there just to make his point. I really was.
Yeah. Look at him. So that's what that's camera for. When you say something to make a point, then you turn and you look into it, and then throw a little trigger on or something, to go with it, and then switch back to your front camera. You got it.
I'm the trigger man around here, y'all. We the trigger man.
Yeah. See, that's proper use. That's the proper use of flexing the camera switch.
Yeah, but that's cool. But like I said, trying to use that slider, and like I said, I made this investment in this slider, so we gonna use this slider. Like we gonna use this. I just got to figure out.
You used to work on the newsroom floor. Get him, Walter.
Walter, stop, bro. Why you gotta do me like that, bro? I ain't even seen your podcast yet, bro.
Hey, Walter. Hey, Walter. Come on. We got a few more minutes. While there it is, right there. If you want to come in, if you want to come in, we got a few more minutes.
Walter, why you gotta throw me under the bus, dog? I mean, you know, and unfortunately, with me working in radio, you know, James, have you ever worked in radio or TV, James?
No.
Okay, so James,
I thought you was working with Oprah Winfrey and them.
Well, I don't like to get all that information out there.
My fault. My bad.
So James, so the one thing about me is I like to test stuff out in real time. James like, let me test it out. James like to test it out before he goes live.
Yes,
My
sir.
thing is let me tear it up on the screen. That's
your
me.
Heart.
I like your style. That's
bless your heart.
Because my thing is, y'all understand, like, oh, I'm using this. This is what it's supposed to do, and let's see if it works. Do it work? Do it not? It don't work? Okay, well, okay, now what?
That was dope.
And James be looking at me like, boy, what are you doing over there? You know, like, bro, you're doing too much, bro. Like, you
have your contingencies in place, you know, when things don't work, right? That's what I do.
He ain't mad at you when it worked. He mad at you if it don't work. So if you say, look, Tall Boy, I'm with you. I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna try it. So like one of my cameras is upside down because I just flipped the camera back. And if I'm live, I don't care if I hit that button and it's on there. I'm like, hold on, y'all, let me turn the camera around. James will be like, oh, this boy got the camera all upside down. Like, the stream done flipped over. I'm like, they'll be there for a second. They flip with me.
I'd be talking to you, not at you, though. It wouldn't be bad, right? It would all be in love. It would all be in love. And Walter, I've been trying to get this man over to ECAN. He's a VMix dude,
bro. I'm sorry,
he's a
brother.
He not ECAN?
VMix dude. No,
He not ECAN?
He's not even down with us.
That Zoom feature might pull you in.
He caught me, but I still won't touch a Mac, bro. I don't touch Mac
I tried
that's
to send
right.
him. I had Macs that I was with. I sent the Mac that I had. I sent it to who did I send it to?
You could have sent it to me, and I would have probably. But I'm not buying nothing.
That's what you would have done. Was sold it.
You always talk about what you got. He always talk about how he got bags and suitcases full of gear ready to ship out, but nothing ever came over here to Atlanta, Georgia.
I think
somebody built the whole studio off of the James giveaways.
Yeah, you listen. If Rob is still here, he bought a couple of SM7Bs off of me. So if Rob Balls is still here, I sold some things in here. Gave him some good family.
He be having suitcases like, hey, I got some stuff I'm gonna drop off. I don't never get nothing. I know.
Well, it's like, whoever local, they need to come see me because I'm getting rid of some stuff. I believe
you in Tennessee.
No, I'm in Philly.
Oh, well,
I'll be back down. I'll be back down them Atlanta streets though. I gotta get down there.
Bring some of that stuff down here because you on my side.
You north of the airport or you south? Can you give me that much information? You north?
I'm north.
You north?
I'm in Buckhead.
Okay.
I don't have a problem telling people where I stay at. I live in Buckhead.
Okay.
I'll meet you at the airport. Look, I can ride.
That's what it is.
The train is right. The train station right across the street. I'll get on the train and meet you at the airport.
I'll meet you at the airport. Okay. Don't come around.
Yeah, because I gotta. I love saying this. My wife's one of her best friends is Yana Crowley from Sunday's Best. She's from DC. But she's down there. She was on Sunday's Best. She's cool with Mary and all of them. She's always she lives McDonough. She lives in McDonough.
Oh, she on the south side. She on the other
she on the south side. Yeah,
I'll meet you at the airport. If you say you coming, dude, I literally will get on the train. It take me literally 42 minutes from my train station and drops me off right inside the airport. Meet me right there you tell me you want to come on the Delta side or you want to go on the other side.
When I come back down there, because I got to visit some people because they like, yo, man, I need some help setting up the studio because your joint be looking right and I got to fix mine. I'm like,
I don't like mine. You see how I got all the white paper all right here? Just he be laughing. He don't be want to embarrass me.
No, right here. They go Chris Stone. He right there in Atlanta too. And Dio Casters, he can hook you up.
Oh,
he
Chris
can come over there and get you some soundproof panels.
So here's the problem. When I at the old place that I stayed at, I had the soundproof panels.
Right.
I put them on the wall, and I used the double-sided, that Gorilla Glue double-sided tape. So when it was time to take it off, I had to repaint the wall. And Tall Boy don't do that kind of stuff, bro. So when they was talking about I wasn't gonna get my deposit back, bro, we was trying to figure out how to pay. So I was mad. So what I did is I went to Sam Flax and bought this white paper, put some tacks in all 4 corners, and then I said, okay, well, we just gonna put the tape. I forgot the name of this tape over
Chris
here.
said that's that Buckhead tape.
We're gonna get this alien tape right here, and we're gonna put this alien tape on this because that alien tape messed up the other apartment, but we'll put it on this Sandplex, and then if I don't like it, I can always take it down. So I'm tired of looking at it now, but then I'm gonna have this white wall. Now, Awesome Wood Things or Matt Haas, he created the Lab Tech Show joint because he's into woodworking. And I saw what he was doing one day, and I said, "Well, look, can you make me one of those?" So he made me one of these. So Awesome Wood Things that did some nice things for me, and I was like, "Well, I can just hang it up that way." You know what I'm saying? But now I don't like this look, and I'll be watching y'all on Tuesday, and I'm like, man, he got the sexy blue lights.
Yeah, we crispy.
I didn't say you. I didn't say you. I said he got the sexy blue lights. I didn't say nothing about your lights, bro. I said he got the boom boom room going in the background with the blue and the yellow.
Hey, you know what?
I didn't say nothing about you, James, because James did not want to listen to me in the beginning when I told him about that digital real estate in the background. Now he's utilizing it. But them sexy blue lights in the background with
James got the TV in the back. He bougie.
Yeah. But he wasn't listening. He didn't want to listen. See how you got the candles over there? See, I want my stuff to look like that. But see, I don't have the background the way you do because I don't know how many steps you can take to get to the back of your room. But I'm literally right here on my wall. So I don't have that space where James is using his whole room to maximize, whereas this is just
got that
a small
depth of field jump. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have the depth of field. All I have is 2 inches behind me. So if I lean back, I'm on the wall.
Lean back.
When I say tight, like, so people that have come over here, Kurt Nugent was here. India, she lives in Philly. They were amazed at how small this room is. This room is small. Now I'm gonna show you something. You'll swear this is a big room. This is very tight.
Okay.
Right? It's really not a big room at all. The other thing is I don't have the room sound treated. So I don't have any sound treatment in the room at all. Right? But I do have sound treatment. And I'm going to tell you this. A professional builder, my guy who built Boys to Men Studios, he built our studio when we had it in a warehouse and all, paid a lot of money to get this room done. And it costs a ton just to soundproof it, whatever. But for these podcasts and stuff that people are doing, you literally don't even need to treat the walls if you got the sound stuff right. And that's the one thing, like, I help people out with. They like, yeah, you're doing so-and-so. And I'm like, my professional buddy who does, he still builds rooms now. He came in and he said, I was like, I don't know how I got it right without, treating the room. I said, I just couldn't afford to do it in here. And he was like, it's the carpet, the curtains that you got, the other aesthetics around in the room, the softbox and whatever, they're killing it. And then the way I got the processor on the microphone. Mm-hmm. And the great thing about it, if most of the people that's talking into the microphone here, and here's what's crazy. I put a boom mic up here to record somebody at the table. I couldn't have a mic in the shot. And it literally has the same quality as this. And so now the only problem with that is I'd rather people talk in here, but they're like, well, can I use the other mic? There's no mic. And I'm like, no, talk into this mic right here. So you really can get away with,
but I don't care about the sound. I don't care about the panels. This is just the Tallboy color, the Tallboy branding.
Oh, that's the color. So it's green and black, right?
So Tallboy is green and black, but then the Lab Tech Show is blue, black, and white. So it's like, I really don't care. It's just really, if you look at all my branding, everything is green, black, and white when it comes to Tallboy. So that's the only reason why I got it. That's the only reason why. Just like you got the yellow windscreen, that's all. It's all for show, brother. But it's ghetto-fied because you see the white. Yeah, it is. Now, so they talking about what the man say. He said, "Oh yeah, he live in Buckhead. He's showing up with all the gear." Nah, bro, I'm from the hood. Now, just because I moved up,
I like it though. But you mean business. Bro. I love it. I love it because you mean business.
Yeah, I'm from Carver Homes, bro. So I'm from old Atlanta, right off of Pryor Road. That's where I'm from. But just because I live in Buckhead, I mean, I know folks think they did try to annex themselves. look, as long as you still in the city of Atlanta, because I vote for the city of Atlanta mayor, because they got that song by Amaretta saying that you not from Atlanta if you out there in Gwinnett, you out there in Cobb, you out there in McDonough. No, I'm from Atlanta. So city of Atlanta. So
Atlanta streets.
Yeah, them ATL streets. Yeah.
Better from Peach Street.
Yeah. So yeah.
No, but no, what's Victor, you said no, that's not Victor. So what is like Walter, some gray Savage backdrop paper with LED light. No, all you need is a couple LEDs, you good. I would just throw an LED and set them to that green. And just had them playing in the back.
I got these bootleg LEDs that I got off Amazon.
Ain't no such thing bootleg. They legit.
Yeah, they work when they want to work. That's all I can say. Hey man, you getting the real with me, bro. Y'all can laugh all you want. Look, I found the knockoff joints because I was trying to set them up to the Stream Deck. That's why they the bootleg, because they didn't work with the Stream Deck. So when I tried to plug them in, I had to use another app. And one day one was working and the other one just started flickering and just went out or something. I don't know. So I just stopped using them because it was like, okay, we're gonna make it work.
This you can't buy this right here. This is gold.
I'm giving it to you, bro. This is what you want. You said you wanted a conscious conversation, we're gonna give it to you real and raw, bro. You know how I roll, bro.
That's right, Walter. Walter said, tell him, Walter. He said, if it work, it ain't bootleg.
But I just said the other one was one work and the other one start flickering. That's what I said. It's a bootleg light. That's what I said.
It worked on Thursday between 12 and 4. Outside of that, and the show is Wednesday at 8 p.m. That's the problem right there. That's the problem.
Right. I only work one day a week. That's it.
Good Lord have mercy. Good Lord have mercy. Lord, tomorrow team no sleep. No trip. Come back Wednesday. Come back tomorrow night. We do. Yeah, you need to make sure you in the room.
So wait, when are y'all two on?
Which one?
For me?
Yeah.
Whenever he let me come back on the show. So talk to him.
Who come on? You?
Yeah, talk to him about the Lab Tech Show band. I'm gonna put some marketing stuff up here. Talk to him about that.
What? Repeat that. Repeat. What am I supposed to talk about?
Do you plug about the Lab Tech Show?
Oh, well,
do your plug.
So the show is called the Lab Tech Show. Let me switch over.
Mm-hmm.
The show is called the Lab Tech Show.
That's how you do it.
We simplify technology in a language that you understand. We try not to go over your head. Now, some of these people, they might, you guys might already know this kind of stuff, but we try to simplify products and news, consumer tech news that you may not know that's rolling out. So all we're trying to do is just, hey, it's in the fine print. You can ask questions in real time, and we give you real-time polling. That's what we do over at the Lab Tech Show on YouTube, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. It's live. And if I'm late, that means something went wrong because we go on time. All right? That's pretty much it. YouTube, the Lab Tech Show.
If you're late, that means V-Mix done blew up or something. That's why you need to come over here.
That's exactly what he's saying.
There it is right there. There it is.
That's it.
See, look, I took a picture, a tall boy, and this is with the lights rendered for the room. It got green, but that's as close as the green. It got a darker green. I just got to shift it around. So I got green in the background for you now, bro.
What are you talking about? I'm missing what you're saying.
No, you. So I took a picture of the screen so the lights would correspond to the whole thing of how you're green in there. See, I got green up there now.
Yeah. In the top left. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, it took all the colors and mixed them up though.
Yeah, that's a little Philips Hue action right there. That's so you gotta let folks know too. That's what you did. That's that Philips Hue action.
Philips Hue. I was just hoping, James. I switched the cameras back to.
The green is nice though. I like that. Man, I appreciate you, Walt.
I figured it out, James. I was I had the cameras on PAL because of the light flickering. Oh, wow. So thank God they're not flickering now. So if they start flickering, I'm gonna have to do Philips Hue.
That's what that is. Because again, these aren't video lights, and I've got 2 strips back there that I'm actually getting ready to pull out. So
you got a mixture too?
Yeah, I got Philips Hue as my practicals on this side, and right behind me there's just 2 light strips. So I'm actually gonna pull those out and put I don't know what I'm gonna put. I may put some more of these Godox tubes in there because I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 tubes.
I've never seen your lights flickering. If you haven't changed your cameras, I think I want to say my APS-C, no, the full frame, when I had the A7 up here, man, it would catch these lights and catch them on that flicker mode. I was like, dog. And I had to change it to PAL. The problem was, now I figured out why when I went up to the new Apple software, my cameras got slower. And I was like, maybe that's because I got too many cameras hooked up. I think it was because I had PAL coming into those Elgatos.
More than likely.
And they were mixing in. So I'm like, I think I figured out the problem. So I took them off of PAL and I put them back on NTSC or whatever it is.
Yeah, because PAL is 50 frames per second.
Yep.
And we're not ready for that over here.
So speaking of that, remember I told you James had me buy this A7 full frame camera when I was over.
Make you buy it, but I'm convinced
You still have it, right?
That's it right there.
Good Lord.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. So it's sitting on a Canon 24 to 105 lens, and
you got the adapter on it.
Yes, sir. And I got the cheap one, not the motorized one. I got the manual one, the $45-$50 joint one, not the $125 joint one.
Walter says if it works, it's not a knockoff.
It worked, man. Okay. And then this is
it ain't bootleg.
This is the 5100 sitting on a 16 mil. So, but when I use this camera, every time I turn, if I turn this off, it will say, because I switched it over to NTSC, and it makes me go to a setting every single time. And I'm wondering,
because you bought a European camera.
That's what I'm thinking. And it was like, it makes me switch. It makes me confirm that that's what I'm using, NTSC. And that's why I'm like, well, maybe it's there now. It's mounted. It ain't coming down. But
so it always comes up and says you're on NTSC, like in black and white.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So is there a way to make that stop happening, or because I did a whole reset on the camera, but I mean, is there a way to?
You're not going to stop it. So whatever, if it's branded for US, it's going to come on NTSC. If you change it to PAL, the camera's going to say it's on PAL every time, and vice versa.
Yep.
So because you got it from overseas, because when I was grabbing those A5100s, the one guy I was about to buy it from, I was like, dang, he pricing his real low. He only wanted 200. And I was just like, wait a minute, is the camera in great condition? He's like, no, it's excellent. He said, but I have to let you know it's a European camera, so it's going to be. And I was like, nah, I don't feel like going through that drama. Nope.
And see, if you didn't ask, he would have just sold you.
He would have just sold it to me.
You just happen to know what to ask for. He wasn't going to tell. See, that's how they get you. Hey, that's how they get you, boy. If you don't ask the right question, you didn't ask. You got it. Now you're mad. You're stuck with it. See, you got to know what to ask for.
You have to know what to ask for. But I tell you what, we talking all these cameras. And
can I say this before we end?
No, we're not ending. But go ahead.
No, if you ended, I'm good. But you're gonna tell me about that Elgato little something, whatever.
Well, I was gonna talk about. We talk about a lot of video folks.
Take the floor. Take the floor.
This is what's going to capture.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. If it live streams, it's good.
No, this ain't live stream. This going to be on the scene when I go to Super Bowl next in a couple of weeks.
Oh, make it work.
I got a video camera for video camera work, 4K video camera to actually do video. I got my photography cameras for doing photography. What's that?
But do you really need 4K?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do need 4K.
Yeah, for his YouTube.
Yeah, and when you chop that up, the higher resolution, you got to have that for the chop ups. So so that's what I'm not live streaming with this. I will not be live streaming. This is for capturing content and then for repurposing that content. So this right here is going to be the sole gear that goes with me back to Vegas when I go run out on the 50-yard line when Usher is singing. I'm gonna be that dude running.
So explain that camera to us, because I like it. I'm always open. And Walter's asking, is that the AX?
Yeah, let's see. Let me see. I don't. This
Look,
is
he got so much money, he don't even know which one he got. He just said, "Give me that."
The AX43, brother. This the AX43. Yeah,
AX43. Yep.
Wi-Fi, 4K. But what's dope about this one? It's got a gimbal stabilizer built into it.
Okay,
so I don't need to have anything else. As I'm doing all this shaking up, I'm gonna have crisp video.
So if you're nervous when you run into
when I'm running out there on the field, I don't have to worry about it.
I wish I would have had that camera while we was at CES. That's all I'm gonna say.
This right here,
because somebody that was shooting was struggling, brother. We ain't gonna throw them under the bus, but the other one. I looked at the footage today, and I'm like, God, man, I gave you a monopod, bro. Like, how is the camera still shaky? Like, I'm trying to run B-roll over the video or just to hide it a little bit. Then I come off the B-roll, it's blurry. I'm just
it is what it is. But the reason I got this, again, purpose-built gear, I'm going to be doing 100% video. So I bought a 100% video-focused piece of equipment, right? So it'll take little, I think, 11 megapixel or 16 megapixel photos as well. But again, that's not what it's for. I need to get that real, when I'm at the Athletes in Action breakfast and I'm talking to Kirk Cousins, I need that video to be crispy so I can bring it back to the community. That's specifically what I bought that for. So I'm excited to try it out. I'll let y'all know. Listen, Walter out there, he always out there giving recommendations. He making big money. Walter's a bad man.
So I learned something, James.
Yeah, I will be interviewing you.
Speaking of that camera, I like it, right? And I'm just throwing this out there so I can help other people out. So what do you do? Like, I'm excited for you with the camera, and I'm pretty sure you got the answers to it. But how do you explain this away to people as far as the one thing I always hear people say at an event? Is we going to see the pictures? Because you know these photographers, they're coming out here, all this big equipment, and they'll never get to see it. When I would hear people complain about that, I was like, turnover is much more of a hot commodity than, like, there's a balance between the quality and getting it out because of the demand of the quantity. Right, so in other words, when they see you with that dope stuff, they like, okay, I can't wait to see it. What I started to learn is, and this is why when people are like, oh, can I hire you to do this video? I'm like, nah, unless it's a big bag, I'll leave the video alone because I'm like, or not unless in your case, it's for you, but I don't like doing video for people because I'm like, if you about that video life, do it. But if you're not, leave it alone, because that turnover, you can make or break your business because people are so quick. The event happens on Friday. You better have them upload on Saturday, and it better look like the quality of what they hired you for, unless it's a wedding, unless it's something, you know, that you got time on. Is the mayor is in now? They want to see that tomorrow because, again, to Walter's point, Tallboy's point, your point, my point, it's a guy with a phone that picture, it don't matter that you got bokeh that's a better quality lens than the other one. The event was last night. After 24 hours, it's 15,000 pictures out there that your picture is not that hot after that. So like for you, I get your point, CES. Now you got an advantage on some people because they got to rig up the gimbal. They doing this. They got a Ninja on top. Then they got to get back home. Then you got to edit it down on a color grade just to show that Jason Vaughn was walking down the thing and you interviewed him. 15 other people interviewed him. He said the same damn thing on everybody's interview, and all of them are out, and nobody's looking at your camera like, oh, your quality is better. That's the thing that kind of gets me. So I look at equipment on, how does it like literally speed up my process, and is it practical that I'm getting that out? Not just talking about it, but showing it to you. Like y'all with them glasses, y'all done sold them glasses on me. Cause you like, look at you, James. You walking in with that AX, you got the Osmo on the hip, but then in a moment you like, this celebrity walking past, I ain't gonna have time to get all that stuff out. So you go.
So
Done. Got him.
that's what I did. Before I answer, hey, Doc,
go ahead.
we see you in the building, brother. Hey, if you want to jump in on this conversation, man, I got the link right there on the screen, man. I know you on the East Coast, and it's time for you to go to sleep. Your
Nah, he
time
up.
is
He
off.
partying.
He's still on Hawaii time in Florida right now. But literally, think about it. That's how I captured that Robert Downey Jr. footage at CES a couple weeks ago. I live streamed to Instagram using these glasses. And I got a ton of engagement and a ton of comments just from that right there of bringing that to the people at that particular moment. So everything for its purpose, right? Again, everything for its purpose. And I understand the conversation of saying quality and time of turnaround and things of that nature. We are going to err on the side of not just pushing out the content, but making sure the content is quality. We're not going to just put mess out there, right? Again, we trying to, all of us that's in these comments, everyone who's part of this community, we all are really trying to rise above the noise. There's a lot of other folks that are out here entertaining, streaming, vlogging and all that, but we really try to resonate with our community and make an impact. We do it all. We say it in the Ecamm fam a lot, and Tallboy, you got to hear this, man. We talk about intentionality all the time. We're not just showing up just to show up. We showing up with a message. So I'm gonna walk around Las Vegas, Allegiant Stadium, running out there 50-yard line when Usher is singing, yeah, with my video camera.
Right.
Doc, come through, brother. Come through.
So to James's point and to your point,
see, hold on. He $3,800 right there. Look at him. He out there taking spatial audio, spatial video all over. He probably already got his pair off. Okay. Go ahead, man.
So to James's point and your point, Doc Rock. I mean, Keith. I'm talking about Doc Rock. I think so. So for me, I didn't even know I did it because it was natural instinct. But I took 30, this gives you option of 30 seconds or one minute worth of video. I recommend the 30 seconds because it's easier to download faster. But where I messed up at CES this year is I did not post those interviews of each company right then and there, because I could have just downloaded and just posted a quick interview. Hey, I was with Domino. Oh, I was with Global. I was with J5 Create. I was with Sony or whoever it was that I was with, right? I didn't do that. So because I did not do that, I think that's where it kind of hurt me, because it was one of those in-demand moments. But then when I'm at something like the Mayor's Ball, or I'm at like a red carpet or something, and something is hitting me right then and there, I can get it and I can get it uploaded. And then now you know that the video is going to come, because you know that that's what Tallboy do. He do interviews. So you see me talking to this person. So you see I got 30 seconds worth of video. I got about 72 hours tops to turn that video around. Something like the Super Bowl, you got, if you doing the Saturday Celebrity Sweat Flag football game, and you get an interview with Michael Vick, or you get an interview with Kirk Cousins or Doug Flutie or whoever, Mike Tyson, not Mike Tyson, but Evander Holyfield, whoever is going to be at the Celebrity Sweat Flag football game, Billy Blanks, you show that you got the 30 seconds worth of video, but then they'll be looking for that.
Yes.
And then on Sunday, while everybody is watching the game, you over there editing the video from Celebrity Sweat. So while they watching the commercials, they might just be flipping on Instagram. You can upload a video.
That's exactly what I'm going to be doing.
Now they ready. And now he's using that AX33. You know what I'm saying? But that's the purpose of these glasses, or even having cell phone footage where you can show that you got something. Interview coming soon. But then if you don't have that, then it's kind of like you got to flip it over. Now, the problem with a lot of content creators here in Atlanta, you never see their work. And it's like, if you Google Mayor's Ball, just Google right now, Mayor's Ball Atlanta, not this year, but if you Google Atlanta Mayor's Mass Ball, whose videos do you see? You see probably one or two of us. Where's everybody else's stuff? You know, if you go to YouTube, Atlanta Mayor's Mass Ball. So everybody posting on their personal Facebook page. You're not even posting. Do you even own a website? So go here. So I can understand, Keith, you got a website. Hey, all photos going to be on Pelzer. What's your last name? Pelzer?
Pelzer. Yeah, Pelzer.
Pelzer. Go to Pelzer.com and you promoting Pelzer.com. then you got all the photos from the mayor's ball or from that event that you were at. You know the photos are gonna be uploaded, and they right there. But most people are gonna go to YouTube. They're gonna go to Instagram. They're gonna go to TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So how fast can you get that video turned around? And that's what James is, people are going to be looking for that behind the scenes, those sanctioned events. They're going to be looking for that footage. And can you get that footage out before anybody else that was there that had it? Because those are the people that's going to remember you the next year when you come out and let's just say he goes to the next Super Bowl. They're going to say, oh, yeah, that was the guy that got that video there.
Yeah. Hey,
yeah,
I'm not mad at you, man. I'm gonna give you some flowers here. You number 2 on the list, Atlanta's Mayor's Ball. You right there, number 2. So, and number 3. Go ahead, brother. Look at you, number 2, number 3.
Oh, there's more.
See, I know you
more
all
over it. Yeah.
And that, because I thought about I'm telling y'all, just like local here, I've seen people in video like winning because the complaint of most clients were how long it takes, because people want stuff quick, right? And that balance between quality and quick is everything. So like even like now, my clients that come over here, I got the room set up for number 1. My secret was I went at audio first, right? So for podcasts, and I could tell people when they come in here, like act like the cameras don't even exist, right? Because if you have a podcast, it's all about sound, right? I was like, people create their vision based on the sound, and then the vision is an extra to what they hear on sound. Now, if you're a live streamer and you coming in to use my facility for live streaming, I got the room set up so that you look cute on camera. We can catch the angles of multiple people at the table. I'm set up for that, right? I got fast internet for all of that stuff. If you want to look cute, the thing will be is how quick do we turn this stuff over? Like how fast? Because I'm telling you, the ups and downs here is, huh?
No, go ahead. The ups and downs.
Yeah,
what?
yeah. The ups and downs are like, how quick are we turning it over, and how how fast do we get this stuff out? So it's just one of those things, man. And I get what y'all saying. I'm just
folks don't know how to turn. People don't know how to flip. Because there's and I'm not trying to be funny, and I'm not taking anything away from a creator or a videographer or a photographer. I'm not taking photographers can just say, when I get home tonight, I'm gonna just do some color grading, and I'm going put some lighting to it, and light you up a little bit, and put my logo across the photo, and we good. And you good. But when it comes to video, you got to sift through that. Now, Tallboy was notorious for, I'll go to the event and I'll have the video up within 48 hours, 24 to 48 hours. But my thing is, if I got multiple events, then now where's that time? Because now I got you on Friday, got James events on Saturday, and then I got another event on Sunday. Where was the time to edit? So unless you really have that team that say, hey, Pelzer, you go out and cover this event right there. James, you go cover this event, and then send me and then you got somebody that's but like I said, everybody know how to shoot. Hell, I can give Doc Rock the camera, shoot it. Shoot me
give him the camera.
Blaze.
Give him the camera.
Look at Doc Rock over there. I can say he can be in Hawaii and say, Blaze me that video, or Blaze is the new WeTransfer. We didn't left WeTransfer alone. If you're trying to get an endorsement through WeTransfer, oh well, I'm messing them up. Because Blaze is you can send the files encrypted, and you can send any file size and any limit. So if you're not familiar with Blaze, to send those files over, you might want to look them up. But he can blaze me his footage right then and there, and then he'd be like, Tallboy, can you flip this for me? And all I gotta do is just download it. But I know how to edit. But does the next man know how to edit? Or the person that was out there shooting, they're out there, they just want to be on the red carpet. That's what your problem is, Pelzer. Everybody wants to shoot, but they don't know how to edit, so they don't know how to put it out there. And then what they'll do is, now you got CapCut. So people are learning how to use CapCut on their phone. And then,
Oh, this is a perfect time for Doc to chime in. Because he one of them old G's. I know he want to talk.
So look, James, I'm gonna say this, and Doc, you got the mic. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. But real quick, I'm just picking on what Chris and putting together what Chris Stone is saying and Walter, and that's just the narrative here in Philly. And I get you on Tallboy. It's like quality and quickness wins. And that's like my secret. I figured out, okay, when was I going too deep with Lightroom? Because the bougie thing was, color grading and see raw, and I'm sitting there looking like, dude, it's not that deep for style. And if everybody's playing around with 18,000 colors, then what's the beauty in seeing a raw shot creatively and just taking a great picture with the color contrast and stuff there? So you do Lightroom, operative word, Lightroom, touch, and get the picture out. So you get people, I'm still working on it. I put my joint out, and then they finally come later because they wasn't as quick. And it's like, damn, Keith Jones is still better. I'm like, that's how I'm winning. So that's how I do my joint. I figured out, how do I do it the long way first, and then figure out how to shorten the long way with the quality of the long way and get it turned over. And so when people are like, oh man, you the man, give me some tips, OG. I'm sitting there looking like, I'm saying what Walter is saying. The win-win, and Tallboy brought up CapCut. Other people, they keep coming up with quick ways to almost match what you're doing, and it gets harder to stay in front of it and argue, it's better because I got a 4K camera. The kids is laughing at you like, dog, I 1080 and I got 1 million likes, and
I
you
wish
still
I was
struggling.
in Philly. I wish I was in Philly, because the folks here in Atlanta, they don't want to pay you, because they'll pay the photographer, but they don't want to pay the videographer. And so they look at it as, we gave you the red carpet access. Hold up, bro. Like, but are you trying to sell more tickets? Or are you? So now it's like,
because video goes by to the point. Remember, video is moving, right? So video's moving. You don't really have time. The naked eye on a phone, in most cases, don't have time to understand the quality difference between your phone shot, an Osmo, what's his name, and a 4K camera or 8K camera. But a picture, you can still play that game, because Doc knows how to take a good picture with his phone or anything. I don't know what the hell he's using. I'm just like,
Doc
took the photo.
Got that Fuji
right?
action.
Walter can take a picture with his Android or iPhone and lie to me and say it was a big camera, and I'm gonna believe him because of the eye of the shooter. But when you get in the video, people kind of don't even care with that, because it's like, it's running by so quick and the attention span is so short. They not sitting there like going in like, ooh, look at the color grading and stuff. Man, that's so 22, 23. It's quicker now, man. It's quicker.
Yeah, but here's my thing. You're trying to sell tickets. So are you trying to sell tickets on photos, or are you trying to sell tickets on video?
Oh no, you saying the right thing. I get what you're saying. So if I'm down in Atlanta working with you, I'm on your team to give them the quality
so my
for
thing
your
is,
brand.
For the event organizer, you need this video. But like I said, everybody comes out and they say, oh, well, we'll give you, since you're media, the red carpet access. Now I'm saying I'd rather be in Philly, because I'm like, hey, I'll recap your event and run me $2,000, and I get this flipped over to you. So then that way you can take this, because when I do, well, I'm throwing out a number, Doc. I'm throwing out a number.
Hold on, man. See, I'm waiting for Doc to chime in.
I'm muting my mic.
I'm throwing out a number.
You still muted, brother?
He's saying he can't hear him. Okay. So what I'm saying is, I can just throw out.
We can't hear you.
He's saying he can't hear you. Okay. So what I'm saying, he messed up my train of thought. So my thing is, hey, I know how to interview. So because I know how to interview, I know how to interview your sponsor. I know how to interview your attendees, and I also know how to interview your influencers.
There we go. I hear him now, shuffling and doing.
Yeah, I can hear him shuffling now. But I know how to interview all of the people that are there. Most people, they don't know how to interview. But you got to remember, I come from a radio background. So when I come to you, do you want a video that's dedicated to your sponsors? What is the impact of this event? How does this affect you? How does this affect your bottom line sponsoring an event like this? To the celebrity, why did you decide to participate in the 3rd annual or the 5th annual type of event? To the event organizer, what is it that you want people to gain from coming to this function, this function that you have? To the attendee, why did you come to this event? And now you piece all of these talking heads with the B-roll to go with it. Now you can go sell that and say, well, why should you come to the 45th annual Atlanta Mayor's Mass Ball? You got your celebrity, you got the history behind it, you got the event organizer, and you got the people that are coming. Now go get your tickets for the next year's ball.
You need the team. That's all because you polished. I'm telling you, if I'm with you and I'm in town, I'm pulling out my gear. I got my Cine rig. I'm giving you the mic because you know what you're doing, and I'm already in the system of how quick can I edit this with the quality. So the camera.
That's why James Rock was at CES.
Dude, it's what James said, but it's game plan, right? So to James' point, and Doc is about to jump in. I agree with Doc because Doc keeps me on. Don't try to cheapen everything because if you get the quality from the top, right, then you're processing, you're working with the quality. So the reason why I went and got an A7 R5 is because, like James saying with his camera, I want to be able to quickly shoot with a 24 and say, oh, I want to crop it to here. And it's still matching what I was doing with my A7 IV. So I didn't just spend money to spend money. I knew my why. And yes, it is an expensive bougie camera, but at the same time, it's like it's got a purpose so that I can turn out quality quickly. That's the word, Walter. Quality quickly.
Doc, holla at us.
Listen, we're gonna have to cheat, and we're gonna have to cheat. Use the iPhone microphone because for some reason my new what do you call these joints? The Pocket 3. I have the Osmo Pocket 3 over here working. Yeah. And because I just came back from shooting, that particular mic is dead. But I got the new DJI Mic 2s, and for whatever reason, even though I used it to stream this morning, it don't want to stream to my Mac. But irrelevant.
You dot rock. It don't matter. You dot rock, so you good.
Okay.
You don't even need. You can come in black and white. You dot rock. So do what you do.
Fill us in.
And he rocked the E-Cam shirt. Look at him.
Oh yeah. Come on.
The only V-Mix guy in the room, and I'm got the powdered.
And you in the middle with the powdered donuts on your shirt.
Yeah. I'm gonna
go get me a V-Mix shirt, bro. Y'all mess. That nigga go get me a V-Mix shirt or something. Go ahead, Doc.
So chime in, brother.
Listen, he said, okay, so first of all, this is hard, and I understand that there's competition in your community that's running around offering to do events for like 500, 600, whatever. But your equipment is too expensive for you to be out in the street doing an event for $2,000. Yo, if Jesus said, "Hey, can I do an event for $2,000?" I'll be like, "Listen, Lucy is gonna give me 3,500, player. So no, my equipment costs more than that. You got your event price. You need to rent them the equipment. People who do what we do don't add the price of their equipment. Okay, so my black ass is 200 bones and up. I'm bringing $8,000 worth of equipment. You are renting my equipment for 25% of my total price. Plus my black ass. That's the cost. If you out, because what's going to happen, you're going to do this $2,000 event, and you're going to have a $5,000 worth of camera knock out your head, and your ass is out of business. It's a wrap. Because the insurance company will eventually pay you, maybe, but their whole goal is not to pay you. Their entire goal is not to pay you. So if
that's that Florida. That's that Florida internet.
E-Cam acting up, boy.
Don't even try that.
Don't play no E-Cam.
Oh hell no!
Don't even try that. Man. You in the minority, brother. We over here. Our stuff is right. You trying to talk about E-Cam? Go ahead, Doc.
No, I'm in the hotel, so if it glitches,
okay, all right, it's the internet. It's the hotel internet. That's the only.
And I'm in Florida, the worst place on the planet. I don't care who from Florida listening to me. Y'all kiss my butt.
Yeah, you in DeSantis
I live
country.
in Hawaii, so fight.
Walter talking about that ain't E-Cam. That's the hotel.
Yeah, thank you, Walter. Thank you, Black. I got you right. See, at least Walter got me backed up. But no, for real, and I had to struggle with this for a lot of people in my area. Because everybody gets greedy and they all start trying to compete with each other. And it's cool. Like, I understand you got bills to pay, but you definitely won't pay bills if you're taking all of these jobs for super low to the point where now You know when listen, Chris, I know you're here and I love you, but don't get mad at me. But when I see these young kids on the stream, these young white kids talking about I'm burnt out because I had these hate people in my comments, I was like, shit, I grew up black, son. You want to see what hate looked like? Nobody can say nothing to me in a comment that's ever going to hurt my feelings growing up a black kid in the 60s and 70s. So the reason why you get burnt out is you start doing all of these jobs for less than your value. And now I don't feel like doing it. But you know what you never did? You never slept on a job where somebody was paying you way more than you think you're worth. Okay? So for instance, say Keith is like, hey man, I got these things for you to do. And I know it's a lot of work and it's going to be hard, but I'm going to give you $5,000 a piece and you're going to basically work 5 hours a day. You pulling $1,000 an hour job, you ain't got no headache, your back don't hurt, your ankles don't hurt, your wife ain't got something for you to do, your kids ain't got no soccer practice, your kids don't have back. You tell you what, you can sit your black ass on the bench this game because Poppy got to go to work because I'm getting paid $1,000 for 4 hours worth of work. You know what I'm saying? So this is where people mess themselves up. When you be like, I don't feel like it, it's because you're not getting paid enough. And the reason why you're not getting paid enough is you set yourself up. You're the boss. So if you run your own business and you clients tell you to do something and you don't feel like doing it, that means you charge too little. And the last part of that, they're going to be like, well, my nephew said, well, cool, send your nephew, pimp. And when those people come back to me and be like, oh, you know, Neff kind of messed it up, but can you edit this and make it better? Yeah. How much does it cost? $500 an hour. I thought you was $200 an hour. Yeah, but I got to unmess up other people's stuff tax. If I have to un-F your stuff,
got real up in here, boy.
It's not 2 times the price. It's not 1.5 times the price or 2 times the price. It's literally double plus some because I hate it when I give somebody the right price first and they try to go cheap and then they come back tail under, ask me to fix it. I charge them more. And you can call it the un-F other people's stuff price, or you can call it.
But what you're saying is that's one thing. But then when you have, and I guess each market serves its own purpose, or each market is different. Everybody wants to be at these events here in Atlanta because that's where the celebrity is. So they feel like, well, I'm not going to pay you as the creator to come out and cover these events. Now I'm just saying I had leverage because of the company that I was working for at the time. So it's like, oh, well, we have the opportunity to potentially get my stuff on a bigger platform than you're just the person that's out here doing it. Whereas now it's like, okay, you telling somebody that you got 50,000 followers, the other person saying they got 100,000 followers. Okay, well, y'all all media, we just gonna cattle call y'all all in, just shuttle y'all all in the room.
Followers don't mean nothing. How are you guys combating people? People against followers don't mean nothing.
What I'm saying is that's how these people are. The Urban League. Oh, I didn't mean to say that.
Lord have mercy. He just put them out there. Oh my goodness.
Some of these organizations, they don't be wanting to pay, bro. They just be like, look, we just gonna give you access to the celebrity. They don't even want to feed you. They don't want to pay for your parking. Like, dude, like, and I hate to say that this is Atlanta. I cannot speak on other markets. Now, don't get me wrong. There's companies that want to pay, but if you want to do the entertainment stuff, they not gonna pay. So now you got to go over here and go do the other stuff that you don't want to do.
Don't do the entertainment stuff.
No. Yeah, I get you. There's nothing wrong with that, but people don't want to watch the stuff that you can't. They don't want to watch the stuff that you don't post that you get paid off of. They want to watch stuff that you.
So here's something that's missing. Here's something missing from this conversation, and I fully understand because, like you, oh my God, now we're going to really fight, Walter. I thought we was on your side. I do not believe it oversaturated anything.
It is. Yes, it is.
You know how? No such animal.
Okay.
Whatever is the hottest thing in the market right now that you love was entered into a market that was told by everybody else was oversaturated. Okay, here's my point in fact. January the 9th, 2006. January 9th, 2006. Skinny dude with pancreatic cancer walks on the stage. and says, I'm going to introduce a product in a sea of 1,500 other products. Y'all don't know nothing. You don't know what you're doing. You never did this before. The market is saturated. And Steve was like, Spaghetti! It's a calculator. It's a vanaginator. It's a lubricator. It's a combabulator. And you know what everybody got now except you? iPhone. The only reason why your Android exists, iPhone.
Yeah, and what's cool about this?
Hey, oversaturated.
Yeah.
Check this out. Check this out.
That's gangster right there. Bro.
How many top line baller guards in the NBA right now? A lot. How many in that saturated market about to get 34 brand new ones? Wait till the season start. Right? The NCAA football oversaturated with brothers that want to play ball, but 387 of them get graduated to the NFL come April. Everything is oversaturated. That is a person that don't know how to run their business say that they can't compete. That's all it is. And that's cool if that's what you believe. I don't believe that. Hey, I've been told can't nobody pull her. She don't even talk to dudes. And she definitely not going to talk to you because you're a DJ. And I walk out. Hey, I'll see y'all next Friday. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever believe that nonsense. That is an excuse.
I hear what you're saying. And to Walter's point of saying it's oversaturated, I'm not saying that some don't get paid, but if they found their one, like I said, if you're trying to build the content, I'm at a point where I've already built my content. I'm good with where I'm at.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying that they're saying there's others that are saying that they want to be in that room too. So then now when it's time to go compete for that dollar, it's like, oh, okay, well, why should I pay you when this person is going to come in here and do it free?
Hey, wait, let me say this connect with both of y'all saying, and I like how Doc said this. I agree 100%. The photography game in Philly is oversaturated, right? Oversaturated is a relative word based on, and I don't think Walter's saying oversaturated meaning you can't do anything about it. I think we're all saying the same thing, but like to Doc's point, you don't say, oh, I'm not going to live stream because it's too many content creators out there. You put your own damn live stream up. And if you are truly creative and behind what you do, you like, yo, I'm going to put Jill Scott, I'm going to put her on blast. She said something way back in the day. She was pissed off with all the male figures in music. I could say this live because she said it. She said, one day I'm going to put my dick on the table. Excuse me, I'm not fighting me to say all like that, but she said, she slammed my joint on the table, but not my pause. She slammed my candle on the table. It was an African hit, Tina. Let's be clear. She slammed the African statue on the table. And she said, one day I'm going to put my on the table. She didn't say it's oversaturated, it's flooded, whatever. I did the same thing with cameras. You know, it was basically Doc put me up on that G Master 70 to 200. And I'm like, you know, I'm inboxing him like, yo, what's the why on that? Like, oh, this is with a telephoto lens. You can use it for portrait, whatever. I'm like, cool, I'm going to grab that. I got it. I walk in the room. It's a bunch of people with that joint. I do what I do. So oversaturation don't mean nothing to me. Preaching was oversaturated. Musicians oversaturated. It's just another color and another change of the dial to change it. Sometimes when it's oversaturated, you got to pull it back off of the oversaturation and
here's
unsaturated.
How you beat that, Keith. Here's how you beat that. So if I was in a market that had a lot of folks, that's what I'm going to call it, right? Let's just say there's a market with a lot of folks, and there's a lot of folks that want to do free. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the market that's close by that also get entertainment joints, and they don't have as much pop and circumstance as Atlanta. However, everybody that's coming to Atlanta stops either here first or here second. And I'm going to make that little trip in my whip, which is normally only an hour or two drive. It's normally not even that far. And I'm going to go shoot over there because everybody's racing for Atlanta. And I live in the middle, right? I live in some, place close by. I'm going to go take out there and I'm going to go snatch that, right? So like Walter's in Charlotte, right? I would go to Durham or I go to Chappie Hill and go shoot whatever's over there and then come back. Now, two things I'm going to come back with. I'm going to come back with a portfolio of stuff to prove I know what I'm doing. And then second of all, instead of chasing the event organizers, I'm going to make content I'm going to make connections with those managers, right? So my
Mm-hmm.
buddy, John Luis, who I grew up with back when we was doing all the concerts in my neighborhood, he made friends with Katherine Jackson. You know what everybody was trying to make friends with? Michael.
Michael.
He made friends with Katherine. And Michael and Janet had all kinds, and then Mama said, no, only I trust John Luis. If we go into Honolulu, if Taj Terrell and TJ is coming out there to shoot, they're my grandbabies. I only trust John. Nobody can shoot them but John. Fools was trying. They was trying to get in free, and everybody was trying to, when Michael came, John had the only exclusive rights to shoot. Why? Because he went and got 3T first when nobody cared about them. All the other people still trying to get on the Michael exclusivity. But because he had done the grandbabies and because he had done Janet, when Michael came to town, John was the only photographer in Honolulu allowed that kind of access. And see, y'all be doing the same thing. People be out here trying to get a hold of MKBHD. Who is he sponsored by? Anybody know? He's sponsored by D-Brand. His number one sponsor is D-Brand. How many people had enough intelligence to contact D-Brand and say, can I get a hookup through this because this is how this might work? You're trying to call Marquez. Marquez ain't talking to you. But D-Brand is his sponsor. They pay him the majority of his loot. Call somebody at D-Brand, dummy. You're doing it the hard way, right? But then the last thing I was going to say is the way you solve this problem is do other gigs that will get you covered. Real estate is big. At Hotlanta push a lot of real estate. You can get some good gigs, and they're not going to be flashy, and you don't get to brag, but you'll make some money. While you're making that money, you go align yourself with a world-class photographer and learn angles, learn lighting, learn framing, because everybody else is learning tutorials on YouTube, but they have never got the training from a pro level. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta know how to mix
then
it.
You come back 6 months later with pictures that ain't got nothing to do with celebrities, but pictures of other folks. If you can make Keith ugly ass look fresh, and you throw that in your thing, you can
lighten him up just a little.
You got pictures of Walter in his suit. Walter come down to speak or something. You got pictures of him in the suit, and it just looks different because you're not doing the classic. And you remember when all the brothers be in the club with this pose right here?
Little club
You know what I mean? Just the squat down with the big high back rattan chair, and everybody like link up, and they be doing the Q dog pose and whatnot. Everybody's taking those pictures, and that's what everybody's doing at the event. But when you learn how to get some different angles, you know how to pull some stuff like nobody else got. Now you stand above the rest. You know what I'm saying? People be like, well, the reason why he good is because Dale Curry was his dad. No, he still had to do the work. I can't stand that little high yellow mother. But I'm gonna tell you what, right now he is the GOAT. When this is all said and done, LeBron Mike conversation will not exist. And I know y'all gonna hate me for this because I'm a hardcore Mike dude. I'm a hardcore LeBron dude. But when Redbone keep doing his thing, LeBron and Mike is gonna be an afterthought. And it ain't because he Dale Curry's son. It's because he put in his own level of work.
Truth.
Like
Truth.
1,000 shots.
You just find your lane. That's it. You just gotta find your lane.
He found the lane because everybody was talking smack. He's never going to be able to do this, and this. So he gets cool. I would learn how to throw free throws from 3 weeks ago and still hit them. And he was the first person to ever be at 100 3-pointers in the playoffs. Not 100 points, 100 3-pointers in the playoffs.
Bro, Tall Boy said it, and I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna quote you on it. Go to the dollar store and get some zip ties. Right? that preach right there, bro. Go to the store. That's basically what Doc just said. You go to the store and you get some zip ties. You don't sit there and say it's over saturated or they not doing this, they not doing that. I'm telling you, I watched these other photographers in the room, and the one dude, he was quick. So to Walter's point, he was quick, but I was like, if you color grade the picture, it's better quality than just coming straight out your Sony or Canon. It's a good picture, but I can pop that, and if I can get it to these people in less than 24 hours, that's worth the wait than do. Because while he's sitting there, like Biggie said, while you there, what's your name, what's your sign, and I creep up from behind, I'm creeping up from behind saying, yo, here go my Instagram joint. I'm gonna have these pictures to you tomorrow. And the chicks is like, oh, word? Homeboy, he give him the one he shot in the room with my lighting, my aperture lighting. But nonetheless, right? Nonetheless, that's why I cut it off of my iPad. Like, yeah, all right, boy. Anyway, nonetheless, less than 24 hours by the time the drunk wear off, they wake up, they like, damn, look at this. And I popped them off real quick. So it's like, you find the lane. So like Tallboy, like you saying, I would love it if I was in Atlanta too, because I would like the challenge of saying, what's the problem here? Take into account what Doc said. We talk about all this equipment and stuff. It's like, yo, make it work and charge your price. Key point to what Doc is saying. I said to one client, she's like, yo, I need you to shoot this thing. I'm like, cool. She said, give me your numbers. My dumb ass, I gave her a number. Like, I don't mind saying it. For the gig, I was like 5,200. And I factored in what I thought I factored in. And she looked at me like, she's like, you smoking or something? Like, dog, is you serious? She looking at me like, you got all this equipment. She was like you tripping. And so I said, well, what's the but? She like, it don't matter what the budget is. Like, what's your worth? And I thought about it, and she looking like, here, I'm gonna do this on the love. Double that number. First of all, that's where we starting from. When she came back, it was over. It was over the double, and I'm sitting there like, oh, this gig just paid for my camera and the lens. But the way I was doing it, you know what I'm saying? I done spent all that, and I ain't get my money back. And this is like, no, know your worth. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And put your actions where your mouth is on. Ooh, look at my microphone. Make charge for that. Like, go in.
Get it.
Tallboy, you sold me on the interview. If you ask me to come down there and work and film, I'm riding. I'm in creative zone. Like, yo, we got the best team out here. I go to CES with y'all. We gonna have the best footage if I'm on your team. But just straight up, you already sold me on that. So don't shortchange yourself.
Year 2? Tell them year 2 CES. Year 2. Because I met you year 1.
Right.
I seen Doc Rock earlier getting ready, and I'm just like, this Negro is going to sit there with DJI mics, an Osmo, and that live stream going to be the bomb. I ain't seeing with none of the big dope gear in his room. He mobile, and I was like, he gonna rock it. Doc Rock just gonna rock it because that's what we do. So is he worth less because he's not using?
I brought to this event?
Huh? What you got?
No, you know what the only thing I brought to this event with Sony on it? The only thing I brought to this event with a Sony on it is right here.
Crazy.
This is it.
Crazy.
These headphones. I brought Osmo Pocket 3. And I bought my little Osbot 2.
Osbot.
And I'm going to shoot Osbot Air, Tele Air. I'm going to shoot the living out of this event because this is a TI event. These joints got to get out expeditiously.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, here's another thing that I know a whole bunch of the people that be watching YouTube ain't hip to. When you go to do your event, Keith, are you shooting in RAW?
I probably would not. Me, like me on a fast pace, maybe not. If I'm doing it and I'm sitting down for interviews, I'm thinking raw. I've never done it, so off the top of my head,
just pulling photos, right?
Oh, right? For photos?
Yeah.
I'm shooting raw and JPEG when I'm out at an event. I use the
here's
double.
What nobody does. Here's what nobody does. Take the this is why the Fuji kicks ass. I take the JPEG and I set it up for film. The RAW is RAW. RAW do whatever you want. When you show somebody one of these JPEGs off the back of this joint with that old school film look, yo, they lose their mind because everybody else at the event is got their Sony, their Canon, and Nikon, whatever, and they're shooting with the standard digital high quality look. When they see mine, like, yo, that hit different. Why? Because it's set for like, you know, Kodachrome Portrait 800 or Agfa or
old school,
Ilford
that OG
5.
look.
Like I even set it for Ilford 5, right? And then, you know, when they go back and they look at it, they be like, yo, this is bug, son. Like, what is that? And I'm like, yeah, because this is a digital film camera, right? So when I pull off that look, right here, this is gonna be hard to see maybe, but where you at? Look, when I pull off that look, you're not getting that from your camera.
Yeah, that's
right?
hot.
That's India looking like she on an old school classic negative, right? And then they like, oh, I like those. So what you do is you go to the event and you show them the JPEGs that you set up a profile that looks more like a film camera. And you can even do that in your Sony. It's just more work, but you can go in there and put those recipes in. Your raw files is still raw. So you can go do all your little Lightroom joint. In this joint, and actually even in the Sonys, if you know what you're doing, you can take whatever your basic profile is for this particular arena, right? So you got the James Hicks of Memorial Arena. Sorry, James.
So
pour some out from my boy Jimmy, right? And then you've taken some shots you've already edited in the Lightroom. You know what they look like. Set that as a LUT. Load that LUT into your camera. Set your JPEG so they look like your basic level of what you finna do in Lightroom. You show those to the people live. You up those to your Instagram because you're tethered with the wireless that, the Imagine Edge app, right? Not only you putting out stuff, everybody else's photos look like their camera look. They haven't touched it. You already touched it because your JPEG is pre-processed. Then you go back and do your RAWs and you send the client the beauty stuff. But nobody talk about all that because they busy listening to Peter McKenna and all these other fools. And I'm sorry, I've been in the game too damn long to be doing shit the hard way. And ain't nobody ever told you what I just told you right now, but I just told you to look. Even if you're shooting in the A7, set your JPEGs to a better looking profile, even if it's a custom, and you twirl it how you want. Make the yellow pop for no reason, but you're giving them something that looks different than what all the other 80 people running around doing.
My goodness. We just hold on. Let's let that marinate for a minute, because that was a whole vibe right there.
Atmos. Sorry, you put your Atmos on the top because nobody else is going to spend the $900. You put in a LUT that already makes the video look good before you touch it, and whenever you present them with I want to see, because how people be like, well, let me see what that looks like.
Let me see that.
Them from the monitor. Never show them the flip screen. Show it from the monitor with the LUT already applied, already looking sexy. And they be like, yo, there's 80 people in here shooting the same shit as you. Why yo look good? Because I'm black. Step off.
Another one.
Set yourself up, bro. Set yourself up. Set your monitor to black and white and never let them see the colors until you're done. Because they know everybody else is afraid.
There it is.
Everybody else is afraid.
There it is. That's one of the.
And show them nothing but Ken Burns black and white.
That's a trick.
And then they be like, well, is it in color? You'll see the color later. You said you want to see what the video look like. This is the content. The color is going to require me to go back and do some work. This is your preview. You just became memorable, son. You're just different. Everybody else is chasing this. Everybody was chasing the same girl. I talked to her friend. In the dark is similar, bro. I'm telling you.
Everybody was chasing the same girl.
James, insert something like you would say. I like this because, like what Doc is saying there, I actually have number 3 setting on my cameras. I put it in black and white, right?
Yeah.
And I have it where what I like with the Sony is, well, with cameras, right? If you know how to do it, I'll actually shoot in the crop frame that I know I'm pretty much going to put it there, even though the raw is going to come up in Lightroom still 2x3, right? I normally will have them set where I already want them, and I'll shoot in black and white just for the eye image of it, because I'm looking at the color as I see it. But for that right lighting and whatever, and the angle I'm gonna hit, I throw it in black and white to kind of like challenge it. It's kind of like when you do music and you got keyboards and stuff, but you go over to the baby grand and play the song to get the feel for it with a raw piano. And then you go back to the keyboard piano thing and play it. Once you say, oh, I like the way this sounds, you pick up the guitar and play it over here, not plugged up, just raw in the corner. And then you pick up the electric one to play the thing. That's like creative space. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to throw the monkey wrench in the room. The issue is when different becomes popular and common amongst everybody to the point where everything is now the same. I was expecting you to say something like that, James, because now
I'm letting
people go, "Ooh, that's a nugget." And now, if everybody in that room heard what Doc just said, then everybody's the same. So here's the thing that I think, Doc, you can say this, or I'll just snitch on you and say it because I know it about you. you can sit in the room and tell everybody the best thing to do with their camera, and it's not that you hiding something back or holding out, but when you're a creative like that, you just always have that. So one of the laws is the more you give, the more you actually receive. So if you confident with yourself, I don't have to hold back a bunch of secrets because I can truly help people, because I'm going to just sit there after I done told everybody what to do with something. My brain is just going to go, how can I do it better? Right.
Yep.
And then that's the edge right there. So but it's authentic. That's what I like about people like us on here. Well, you're giving away authentic. You're not pimping people to sell it, and then you get them all hyped on one thing because you already know you got the next thing ready. Like I just think that's corny.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, let me add this real quick. Let me add this real quick, Tom, before you chime in. Hold on, let me add this real quick. But this is why I like how Doc came in late, right? And again, he probably hasn't heard many of the discussion that Keith and I have on a weekly basis. We always talk about, again, there's a lot of noise out there, but rise above that noise and bring value and be intentional with what it is that you do. And the fact that you fell right in place with that, as we are encouraging each other to go out there and do the thing. Don't be discouraged, and don't try to be Marquez. Don't try to be Justine. Don't try to be Jason Vaughn. Don't try to be all those other folks. Be you, and be just enough different that folks will pay you for that value. That's what we really. And Doc, I know you try to have that conversation with your community every week. And I remember texting you and saying, "Man, I just don't know how you do it, man, because my patience isn't that as good as yours." But we appreciate you for that. But these are the lessons.
You're gonna laugh at me if I tell you the reason why I do it or how I do it.
Well, you've told me why you do it, but it's a dope story.
I was put here to straighten fools out.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of people told me a bunch of dumb things about me that I believed when I was younger. I believed all of these dumb things that were said about me. And then when I almost died and I was, going to that thing, and somebody said, "Hey man, you can't come up here." I was like, "Oh, I better go back to Earth then, because I ain't going there." And then they're like, "Nah, man, as much smack as you talk, you definitely can't get in now. You was talking all that fire." And then St. Pete was like, "You better turn your ass around." I was like, all right, so I went back. I came back to life. And I was like, I'm not going to lose another day sweating something else somebody else had to say about me. You know what I mean? Yo, I was looking at the light, fam, like they tell you in the movie. I was staring at it. I was like, damn, this is the club? Can I get VIP? And they're like, no, fool, you're not up here. You need to go talk to Pastor Keith. So I came back, and my heathen ass basically coach preachers now. So I guess I had, but that's
Tomboy looking
gorgeous. And I don't know if people understand this, but you remember how in the 80s, right? In the 90s, everything was about the gated snare. Do you know who invented the gated snare?
I don't even know. Who? It
sorry,
wasn't Teddy.
Bro. I don't even want to do you, because James ain't going to do you right. Bro, you froze for about like a good 10, 15 seconds. All we heard was the light, and then you stopped. And James don't want to blame it on Ecan. No, I'm
James
saying
ain't did it got to get a snare. James ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah, James ain't gonna say nothing. So we missed a good chunk of what you just said, and I do apologize.
You just down to blame Ecan for everything when it ain't got nothing to do.
That's okay. Look, we'll take the blame. You know what? I'll take the blame. You know what?
No, I'm just saying we just missed what you said. That's all I'm saying.
Doc over there at Disney World, and and he on that DeSantis internet.
He was
Mickey Mouse chewing on the cords.
Say Rico Wade. No, actually, the gated snare was invented by Phil Collins and his engineer, and what's his name, Pagum, right? Hugh Pagum. And what happened was they only had like an old SM58, and they had laid it on the ground next to one of them old school plate reverbs, right? You know, what had the snare wires in the bottom? Mm-hmm. You know the reverbs that you could shake at Jamaica? They go, rude boy, like that. And it was an accident. They were supposed to change the patch, and they patched it wrong. And then he went, and then everybody was like, what was that sound? And do it again, Phil. And Phil went, doof. And and they're like, "Oh snap, what is that?" And next thing you know, you heard, "I can feel you calling," and even the lyrics, they don't mean anything if you really listen.
I'm listening.
4, 3.
I'm
2,
listening.
1.
I can feel
Anything.
it.
Those were the Mumbles, one of the most famous songs.
History lesson right there.
Stupid internet, y'all over here messing.
It's
No, that's Disney World.
You know what it is. You know what it is. Katie over in the other room saying, "Doc, you need to go to sleep because we working hard." That's what it is right there.
Katie is right upstairs. I can bang on the ceiling.
That's what it is. She said, "Listen,
Katie, send Kaylee a link. Send Katie a link.
Yeah, hey. Yeah, because
Yo, tell Katie I want them shoes she had on at the airport. Those shoes is banging.
They're fire.
Banging.
They're fire.
Listen, y'all go check out my man Doc.
It's crazy
he got
though.
his
Like
stuff.
some of the dopest stuff happened while the people was not trying to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't trying to be perfect. They were just moving studio equipment around, plug some joint in the wrong hole, and it made a whole song to it because it was a dope sound. And they released it. They didn't even intend to release it. It was stuck on by a filler by accident, and it ended up being one of the most dopest songs in history.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So people just chasing the wrong stuff, bro.
Yeah, it is, bro. Listen, man. We gonna bring.
I'm glad I
this
seen Doc and Tall Boy. Y'all made my night, man.
This right
you
here.
Surprised
This was
these
dope.
two guys. Y'all made my night, man.
This was right here. This was a pandemic 5-hour stream right here, Lord. I gotta check my wife, make sure that I'm not in trouble. Because
you busted, son. Hey, you guys coming to NAB?
Yeah, I'm coming. I'll be trying to.
Where's it at?
It's in Vegas.
Vegas, man. Because I'm already gonna be in Vegas for the Super Bowl
game, bro. Yeah.
I know.
Hey, Keith, you can come and shoot with them.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
That would be dope.
I'm like with Tall Boy. They food, plane tickets.
Nah.
I'll bring my own Nanook case, but I need a little grub. You know what I mean?
See, you asking for the wrong thing, brother. You need to be asking for that hotel. That's what you need to be asking for. You messing up.
Hotel is
because y'all not understanding. They just went up on them resort fees, brother. So
I got a Palazzo hookup though. Venetian.
No. I said they went up on the resort fees. That's
the resort fee. Oh,
they just went up. So last week they just went up. Giving you a heads up now. Vegas is not playing.
I was gonna book like 2 weeks ago, and I didn't because I was trying to finalize a date. And I looked today, and my room is $125 more a night than it was before.
Good Lord. Ouch.
And I'm staying right next to the convention center because I just want to walk right across the street.
Staying at the Circus?
Which one you staying at?
No, hell no. Come on.
I'm
I'm
only saying that because I made that mistake, brother.
No, are you staying at the Residence Inn? The one right across the street? Don't get that one.
That's where I stayed last year.
That's
where I stayed last year at the Resident, right across the street.
Yeah.
And that's the secret squirrel because don't nobody know about it because it's
don't be telling everyone. You know, we coming in here telling everybody.
I'm going to stay at the Springfield this time because it's still Marriott and I'm Marriott Platinum Elite. So I can book the bootiest room and they'll give me the
cookies on his bed.
Marriott Platinum Elite, son.
Cookies on his bed. So hey, don't trip about the room, man, because I may have some. I got some things. I'm part of Founders Card. Here I'm gonna throw this out there. I'm gonna bless y'all. Yeah, this is some of that. This is some of that Silicon Valley stuff that I got.
You got connects.
I do. So we gonna be staying at the right place from now on. It's not gonna be none of that old school stuff. So I got some connection. I think I'm gonna stay at Aria, to be honest with you.
It used to be Comfort Inn, then they turned it into the Red Roof Inn, and then now I don't know what the hell it is now. So unfortunately, we can't get in on them budget hotels no more.
No,
we listen. It's
called
next
the
year gonna be my
Don't Sleep
13th. It's gonna be your 14th year. So we doing it right. We doing it. We bringing Doc. We bringing KP.
Ask Rocky Nash for the hookup, James.
No, Rocky knows where everything is, but then she go back home, right? Rocky she be like, she be real evasive. She be out there. She get it in, get it done, and boom, she be out. So it's hard to keep up with her.
Dude,
Shouts out to
last year, Rocky
though.
was
but in all fairness, she lives out in Vegas, so that's no different from me coming to Philly, Keith, or going to Hawaii, Doc, or you coming to Atlanta. Hey, you know, like y'all on vacation, y'all out here to come do whatever y'all came to do.
True that.
I'm going home. Because if I came to Philly, you're gonna be like, hey man, this is the place you need to go. I'm gonna give you all the spots. If I get a free moment, I'm gonna pull up on you. But outside of that, you go do you, because I already know all the spots. And now
y'all gonna come to my little spot up in here and
we gonna come hang out in the basement. Make sure Miss Tina.
I ain't getting no hotel. Nephew's at college, so his room is empty. I mean, like, Zay, can I sleep in your room? He like, go ahead.
Come on.
I'm like, Tina. Hey, Tina from my hood. I'll be like, Tina, remember around the way, we used to go get some Florida Avenue grill. And she's like, I can do that. All right, cool. Keith, give me a coffee, son.
In the streets, you know what I'm saying?
Keep go siphon us off
get
some
James
coffee.
some brown liquor, you know what I mean?
Yeah, give me some brown liquor and give Doc some siphon
I'm
coffee.
gonna get James some Deacon juice. Deacon juice.
We gonna make this happen. We gonna make this happen this year, 2024. We gonna make it. Listen, I won't be cognizant of time, brother. You need to go to sleep for one thing. Appreciate you for jumping on, Doc.
I gotta go to sleep too.
So what's the event that you're doing once again, Doc? That you out there for?
I'm doing Podfest over here. I'm speaking at Podfest, and then I'm going to Podcast Evolutions, and then I'm going to NAB, and then I'm going to headquarters at Leap.
Man, when you get on that plane from Hawaii, you make sure when you hit the 48.
Is that White House?
Yeah, it's good. No, headquarters is ECAM headquarters. You might not be invited. Your ECAM card got revoked.
You're right. You VMix guy.
You can't come up in there flashing the VMix.
Vitamix.
Next time I come on this show, I'm wearing a VMix shirt.
You gonna come in here. This is my VMix card. Know what? Well,
the reason why I love it, because the PC people are like, when y'all gonna make ECAM for PC? I'm like, use VMix. Move on.
But you know what the funny thing is? The Mac people come on to us because tonight they just had the VMix Fun Time live stream today. And they didn't do it on tonight's podcast or live stream, but there's a lot of Mac people that come on and say, when are y'all going to make VMix available for Mac? And they've made it, it's an Australian-based company, and they've made it very clear. They have no intentions of ever going over to Mac. So,
yeah, it's just people don't know because they hear somebody say it,
Yeah. So
here's what you need to do. Let me hook you up on a favor. You go and get yourself the Ecamm Basic joint. You don't need to ever touch it. Don't need to open it. Don't need to stream. Then you open up the affiliate account because you have to be an active user. And then every person that comes on your VMix stream and ask you about when you're going to come from Max, send them that link, and I'm going to give you 30% of the prescription for as long as you stay black. If you sell 50 of them, I'm going to change it to 40% of the prescription as long as you stay black. I'm talking about you can make 10, 15 grand a year, and never mind them stupid ass events that don't want to pay you.
That Ecamm money is
so
like
Walter,
money.
to answer your question, they're going to be at NAB. They only come to America once a year, maybe twice a year, but they only do like the big events where they're looking for. VMix is considered the industry standard, so the people who are actually spending the money for the conferences and the seminars that are running AV, that's what they come. That's why they come to America. So that's why they're not going to be here, and they don't have. It's just an Australian-based company. I think it's a small team, so that's the reason why they don't come to these smaller events. No knock to them. It's just they don't have the budget to just say I'm flying back and forth to America for these different events. So maybe, it's they got to spend a lot of money to get here, and then they got to pay for hotels. And then, unfortunately, I think the last 2 years that they've been at NAB, their stuff gets stolen. So I mean, you got to go through all of that stuff, So I mean, VMix ain't, They and if you watch their streams and you know that it's the VMix company, you know that they come in with the gear. Some stuff is just gonna be missing.
That could be a whole nother 2 hours right there.
Yeah,
that could be a whole nother 2 hours right there.
They need to hire Pelzer security.
Pelzer,
They need Walter
with
and
him.
Tina for that. You know what I mean? I was like,
You know, because now that I know KP got some things with him when he be out there on his bike and putting his camera down. Now that we know about that.
Yeah, KP said he said, I wish you would.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah, I wish you would.
Hey,
yeah,
hold on.
I have stuff rigged up. It might look like a loose camera, but it's not loose.
Hey.
It got consequences.
Hey,
what Eddie Murphy say? He said anybody else says he said be some consequences and repercussions up in this joint. Like
That's it right there. Don't let him.
See, y'all over here talking about Apple AirT. Victor, see, y'all sleeping. I know y'all want to Apple AirTag everything, but y'all sleeping on this company called Tracky, man. TRACKI. Y'all sleeping
doing
on
pictures, man. We've been streaming for 4 hours.
Y'all sleeping on Tracky. That I just was where I was at. Threw the Tracky in the bag. I knew exactly where I needed to be.
Yes,
When I knew where it's real time GPS. You gotta wait for somebody with an iPhone to use the AirTag. Now it is a $19.95 subscription, but I mean a month. But I mean you only gonna use it when you go out the country or go out of town, right?
Mm-hmm.
So throw that Tracky in the bag. You good, and you get that real time GPS. It was I was in Portugal 2 years ago.
There he go again. Now he in Portugal.
Well, I love Portugal.
dropping it.
Let me tell you to play. If you ever want to get to Europe, fly, tap Portugal. Best deals out there. You can get a one-way out of New York for $250 if you want a backpack, maybe $325 if you want to check a bag. That's one way. So you're really getting a trip for about $700 one way out of New York. Once you get to once you get to Portugal, then you can go all over Europe on another airline, and you're there. You just got to get over there. That's it. And Portugal is one of the cheapest places that you can get to. Stay there for one night, and then when it's time for you to come back, make sure you're back at home base the night before or the day before, so then that way, if anything happened, your flight don't get canceled. Period. But Portugal is a beautiful place. That's a gem drop.
It's gem drop. Okay. Hey, you know
what you say? Everybody providing value. So if you want to do that travel game, just get to New York or Boston, go check out Tap Portugal, see what they got as far as pricing, and if you definitely travel during shoulder season, you'll be good to go.
Man, making all these pictures don't have no affiliate codes, right? You ain't got no affiliate links.
Yeah. I'm gonna get this affiliate thing right.
Yeah, you get on this affiliate game because that Ecamm money is the truth. KP, take us home.
Oh no. Yeah, huh?
Oh no. This dude, he coded out. This dude coded out.
You asked the Baptist preacher to take us home.
I asked him for the benediction. We ain't gonna be long. We ain't gonna be long. Cut that off because I don't want this to get demonetized. Last time I played something, we got demonetized. So
you didn't get demonetized off of that. I know you didn't get demonetized off of that.
All right, he out. So
he said Keith out. Oh my God,
he out. So tall boy, go ahead. No, I want you to be brief though because you can be verbose, and then we're gonna let Doc.
I'm not gonna do this with you.
So tell everybody your link real quick.
It's called Conscious Conversations. We just came out to hang out.
Hold on. You can't take our name. We got this trademark. I do have it trademark.
You're not gonna let me say what I needed to say?
Go ahead. Black folks.
It's called Conscious Conversations. We came to have a real conversation with you where we kept it real with you. James and Keith decided to bring some brothers on that was just gonna keep it real with you. You can follow me at I Am Tall Boy. Or you can check me out live on Wednesdays at the Lab Tech Show. I'm done. 8 p.m.
Make me nervous.
Why? You don't trust me, brother?
I do. Doc, man, listen, you know how we feel about you, brother. You know that. So we giving you these flowers, brother. You know how we feel about you. Appreciate you for chiming in, bringing some value and talking some things. See, I put the link up to the merch store. What else you got jumping off, man? I see you doing some podcasts too with some family. So what else is going on, man?
Man, really just, if you need to get your mind right, just come check out my channel. Because I just try to take away the fear, the stop, the perfection, all of that stuff that we was told we ain't good enough, I'm gonna let you know you more than enough. Let's just go. You know, and I'm with you and Keith, intent and purpose. That's my motto. You know, you got the focus, I got the intent and purpose. It's on. You know, just make stuff. Just make stuff. That whatever it is, that shortcut that you're looking for, that's the work you're supposed to do. Do that. Stop looking for the shortcut.
My goodness, I got nothing else to say. But I tell you what.
Keith, I'm gonna kick your ass. Keith, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Hey, Doc, take a screen grab of that
Love you,
too.
tall boy. I'll see you in Atlanta soon.
You ain't no good, bro. You ain't no good. I ain't messing with you. I'm wearing my B-Mix shirt next time, bro. That's it.
It's all good. Y'all be good, man. Appreciate y'all.
Peace, y'all.
That's good.